Hey everybody, and welcome back to iHeart Board Games here live on Twitch. Tonight, it is the grand finale of Chronicles of Crime. Chronicles of Crime is designed by David Sicurel and is published by Lucky Duck Games. I am Ronald, and with me I have
Joe.
And our other hosts are here as well.
Melissa.
And Jesse.
And hey, Pato the Boss, how's it going? And Melissa Sings, thank you for that host.
No,
We were talking about Risk before in the pre-show.
We heart you.
Have you played Risk? Like original Risk?
Nope.
I haven't either.
Oh,
I owned it for like
I
15
played
or
it
20
several
years,
times.
and I never played it.
Huh.
I've played The Walking Dead Risk, but we didn't finish it.
Okay.
We only played like an hour, and then we quit.
Okay, that's good.
So, and I know the general premise of Risk.
Sure.
I've seen other people playing Risk. I get the idea
It's
of
an
it.
area control game.
And I've played like computer versions that are similar, where you know, attack with dice, and then someone takes, and it's much faster,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
against computer opponents. But I never
true.
played.
It's
these
crazy that the two copies we have of Risk aren't like normal Risk. It's like Doctor Who Risk and
Yeah.
the like Risk Legacy.
Yeah.
So both of them's not original Risk.
I mean, we might play Risk Legacy at
Yeah.
some point on this channel if there's interest in that.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. Hello, Slivers. How's it going? We are here tonight to finish out the grand story of Chronicles of Crime. So this will be a last time we play this one for a while. So if you are not caught up on Chronicles of Crime, you can watch our previous episodes on YouTube.
Hello, Rex.
Hello, Rex. There will be spoilers. If you plan to play this, just be aware of that because the story is always the same. Now, you may go a different route. If you've already played, you may be interested to see how we go about it because there's more than one way to solve the game.
It's true.
But this is chapter 3 of The Power Behind.
Wow.
And
it's
I'm going to
called.
take notes this time.
This chapter 3 is called At the Heart of Power. So in the previous games, we helped solve a murder and found out that a little girl was missing. And when we recovered her, it turned into this larger crime ring. Happy birthday to Sam!
Oh, happy birthday, Sam.
He's only 5 years younger than me.
You got the touch, do. You got the power.
That's a birthday song?
That's the last song I sang. I sang that for Sam last year for his birthday. They requested the Transformers, and I
The
sang
song
it.
that Ronald has no idea what movie that's from.
And I never saw it before.
I've
before
seen
I
the
sang
Transformers
it for his
movie.
birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's the one with all the explosions.
No.
No, the animated
no,
movie
no,
from
no.
1985.
Oh, I thought you meant the Transformers movie, the one.
No, those are abominations. There are one Transformers movie.
But no.
Those are Michael
We will
Bay.
sing.
Michael Bay, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a 1 and a 2.
There's actually 5 of those.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Sam.
Happy birthday to you. Oh my gosh. Subscribe for more singing. Is this game like Clue? I would say no.
No. We don't
Very
have to find
complicated.
anyone in the parlor room
I
with the
I sent
candlestick.
Slivers a video today. He said our house was too tidy.
Too tidy.
I was like,
Maybe he's just never been here.
You should see my streaming room right now. It is a big old hot mess.
Yeah.
Slivers, when you come to
It's a
visit,
hot
we'll see
mess.
if you still feel that way. You can come check out mine too. It's not tidy either.
Too
Just
tidy.
Maybe it's like organized chaos.
The
That's
games
what it
are
is.
very organized
Yeah.
on the wall.
Yeah, I guess so.
And everything has a place. Sometimes the
often
place
not
changes
finished.
from week to week, but
My
it has
house,
a place.
everything has a place, and that's wherever it is right now. It's on the floor.
Organized chaos.
On the extra bed, that's where it goes.
That's where it goes.
Yes.
People
So-
don't
Because
lie,
as soon as I clean up and put other stuff, I'll be like, what did I do with my jacket? I was like, where is that? It was on the back of this
You have a
chair
lot of
for like
labels.
all of winter. It was here, and now it's gone. I don't know where it is.
So, Pato, to answer your question, Chronicles of Crime is a game that uses an app to play with.
This stupid game here.
Happy National Give Something Away Day.
Give something
Here,
away
have
today,
my
everyone.
opinion.
Giving his opinion.
He's going to give away his opinion. Well, actually, funny thing, Graybeard actually sent us this copy of this game,
That's
so that's
I
pretty
think it's because
funny.
he doesn't want to be spoiled. I think that's
I see, I see.
He doesn't want spoilers.
I have nothing so hard to give away, anything away.
Yeah.
This game uses QR codes on these little cards, and you're going to scan them with this app to try and solve a crime. It's kind of like imitates being policemen working in Scotland Yard to solve a real crime. You can talk to different experts in the field. You can find clues. You can investigate the crime scene. So it's pretty different from Clue, except that there is a murder. Happy birthday to Sam, which is Slivers' child.
Yes.
Yes.
The first child.
I believe.
Today's your birthday.
No one in this room has children.
Do a happy birthday to you.
Thank the Lord for that. Can you imagine me as a parent? I would be like, the rules say put your socks in the second drawer.
You'd be like, what?
Please note your pamphlet I gave you. Dad, I'm 2. Pamphlet!
This is damn good.
Did any of you back Trogdor? No.
No,
Trog-
the last thing
Door.
I backed was
The
the
Burninator? The Burninator, yes.
No.
The last thing I backed was Isle of Cats.
That's
I
from
ne-
that old
I
web
never
comic.
backed stuff.
It's going to
Yeah,
take
they
a
have-
long
they have
time.
the-
It's like
the dragon,
March of next
And
year.
there's like
It'll
That's
be
one
6
person
months
plays the
away.
dragon and other people
It's
play
It's
the
my
villagers.
birthday.
And the
Too
dragon's supposed to
long.
burn down the little villages.
It'll be a birthday present for me.
Yeah.
It looked really
Well, maybe
stupid at
I
first,
like
but if you see it actually looks pretty good.
I bet the production time.
He said there was an area control game with his ex-wife and his 3 daughters.
Oh, goodness.
Wow, fun.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to Stockpile. I backed that. That will be here in November-ish.
I back like
Something like
1
that.
or 2 things a year, so I'm not a very big Kickstarter person, and it's usually Ryan Lockett. Derpy derp.
All
All
right.
right, so
Feel
we're
good.
going to get started with our game. Ronald needs game. What rules are meant to be broken all the time? Oh,
lots of
game. What rules?
Oh.
Yeah.
What rules?
Rules are meant to be broken all the time.
Yeah.
That's the
I
haunted
would not wear
palace.
that. I am like opposed to breaking any rules. Did I tell you guys the story about being at the church? We were like on vacation somewhere, and I was with a couple of friends, and they were like, we pulled up to this church because there was like a really nice view, like looking out over like a cliff. So we pull up and we're looking over the cliff, and they're like, well, let's go look back here, back behind the church. And I'm like, we're not supposed to go back there. That's against the rules. You can't go back there. It's forbidden. Like, please, this is private property. Please don't go back there. And they're just, oh, Ronald, hush. It's going to be fine. Let's go check it out. There's going to be cool stuff back here. And I'm like, the whole way. So I'm following, like, guys, we're not supposed to be back here. We're not supposed to be back here. Right at that moment, out of a tree comes an acorn. Conk! Right onto the crown of my head. It made such a loud sound, everyone there heard it. It was very painful.
The sky is falling.
And they're like, the tree is trying to tell you something, Ronald. You need to just calm down and enjoy the day.
No, they're telling you.
No, the
breaking
tree was
rules.
The whole
telling
reason
you
not to go
stay
back
out.
there. There's a fallen acorn.
Well, I'm glad you guys are on my side.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here.
We're a team, just like in this game.
The sign that said danger, falling acorn.
And I've still got a
No
pain
one knows.
there. Okay, so we're going to get started with our
All right,
game.
and I'm
So
going to take notes.
if you're planning to watch, play this game, make sure there's going to be spoilers.
Team with the.
What?
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, there's-
One
They say
draw.
difficulty level hard.
And all
So.
for one.
I'm gonna fix that.
Loading, loading, loading. Keep those doggies loading.
Loading.
Fix.
Aha.
You had an appointment this Thursday at 10 a.m. An unlikely appointment in the MI5 offices at South
Thanks, Graybeard.
Bank.
Hey, Scribbin.
It seems that your investigations caught the attention of the nation's powerful domestic intelligence agency. It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11.
11 o'clock. It's at 10. 10 a.m.
It says right there, 11.
You had an appointment at 10. Okay. Connor McVale. Someone else is going to have to be in charge of people because Melissa's in charge of taking notes now.
Connor McVale.
The young director who's been at the head of the agency for nearly 4 years wants to meet you. You arrived on time. But now it feels like you've been waiting for ages in
It's
front
like
of
a
his
boy in a suit.
personal
Looks
secretary's
like Haley,
desk.
what's his name, Haley Osmond or whatever?
His
Haley
secretary.
Joe Osmond?
His secretary,
18.
18. And his mother.
You watch her screening appointments and calls without paying any attention to you. At last, she turns to you and tells you with disdain that Director McVale is expecting you. She motions to the door with her eyes and invites you to go in and talk to him.
Alright, let's talk to him.
I've got to talk to the director, this man-child.
I don't think you need to write down like everything we're doing.
No, I'm just
just
writing
their
like the names, like their
and
name
We're,
and
everything.
numbers.
we're
So, like,
revolutionizing
when it's
the
like, who's
detective
that?
game right now.
Because
We're writing stuff down.
last time we had a lot of trouble with the
Person?
names.
Yeah, like names and numbers. We're like, who is that person again? So I'm
I've
writing,
told
like,
you solved several cases related to the
That's
M
what that
organization.
kid sounds like.
Oh, sorry. You be the kid.
I'm told you have solved several cases related to the M organization.
God.
He's a transplant from the United States.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he is. His parents moved to England. He
We
took
know
over a
they're
company.
planning to execute a major operation in 2 days.
That's his job.
Yeah, why are you taking over my voice?
Read.
I'm giving him backstory.
We know they are planning to execute a major operation in 2 days. To that end, I will require that you stop interfering with this case, lest you derail our counter-offensive. Bring me Legos. We have an agent who will be able to manage without you. My best friend Billy.
Really? All right.
Should we ask him about the M organization?
Yep.
Sure.
Well,
Ask him about the toys.
The toys.
This organization has influence in finance, politics, and even the justice system. All this is way beyond you. Leave it to the professionals.
Sure, kid. We'll leave it to the professionals. Get out of the way.
all right, are we done with him?
Thanks. Maybe ask about the secretary. Figure out that's like his mom or so, or like who she is.
What's that got to do with anything?
I just want to
Ask
know.
him,
Why's your mom
ask him if she
here?
needs to give him some food so he'll calm down a little bit.
Hey, happy fun
Hey,
time.
Who's the secretary woman?
See if he needs his chicken nuggies.
And the Legos.
All right,
Don't forget
we'll ask
the
him about the
Legos.
I'm sure
secretary.
he has cooler stuff with the high tech division at MI5. Legos. These Legos light up.
Miss Callum has been secretary to the MI5 director for longer than I could say, longer than I've been alive. I believe I am her 4th director. That should tell you how competent that woman is.
She's a mole.
We did not pick up Noir yet. This is still the first challenge. This is the finale of the first case. All right, so are we done with him now?
Yes.
Yeah,
there's not
I
really
got her
anything else to ask
name.
him
She's
about.
Miss
He can go take a
Callum.
nap now.
All right, so should we go to Scotland Yard? Should we go back?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
we need
we
to know
don't
what
have
we're
much to do.
Yeah. What are we doing today?
Yeah.
It's already 11.
In the absence of the
30.
chief officer, 33,
33.
the atmosphere feels strange around Scotland Yard. Scott Clover, 43, is running all over the yard to handle emergencies, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You receive a call from the chief officer's wife.
Boing, 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 boing. I need your help. I haven't heard from Stanley since yesterday, and he's not answering his phone. Number 3.
You know,
His phone. Boing, 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 boing. So
that was
who's
great.
Stanley?
Thank you.
Stanley
Happy
is
fun
the
time.
chief inspector.
Stanley.
Hey, Ranger Paul.
Hello, Ranger,
Hey, Ranger Paul. Thank you. Happy fun time.
Yes.
popped up on your Instagram? That's strange.
He's looking for our son, 47. 47.
He's about to tell you what popped up on his Instagram.
Oh, I thought you meant
Who's
the
been missing
stream.
for a week, and I'm at my end. I know Stanley had every confidence in you. Please help me.
Well, we're about to solve a completely different crime,
Yes.
Ranger Paul. We found a clue. The phone. The chief officer's phone.
What? If the kid's been missing for how old's the kid?
2 days.
Older than
she
that
said?
CEO.
Yeah, and he's been missing for a week. This is the first we're hearing about it.
She said
Well,
something like 2 days or something.
He's
Haven't
got
heard
some
from
really
him?
large gauges in his ears and very piercing blue eyes.
All these
All right,
eyeballs.
well,
on
they
this
said this guy said he wants to talk to us. I'm 43.
Yes, 43.
Scott.
Clover.
So let's go see what Scott's got to say, since in the absence of our boss, he might be the one giving us. Well, great timing. We're overworked today, and the chief officer's absence is not helping. Eli Goldman has received death threats, and he seems concerned.
You a weatherman?
As you know him a bit, could you go to his city offices, B, and determine whether we should act on them? He has powerful influence, so it's best for us all not to take the case lightly.
Casey Kasem.
This is the top 40 at 40. USA up all night. Wait,
That's like his
that's okay.
night. That's his night job. He
Yeah.
does this during the day, and he's like a DJ.
I'm a police
for
officer.
jockey at night.
He's the diet version of Eric Summer.
Yeah, there you go.
So I wasn't listening to what he said.
Right.
So the guy,
Eli
that,
Oh yeah,
Goldman.
he's mad. He's mad. We got to go over here to talk to him.
he's from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eli.
His son needed
Eli
a,
Elliot.
Goldman.
Ellie Goldman.
his son got the doctor's heart from last week. Is that
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
And so now we gotta go get that back.
Get the heart.
Get that heart back.
Should we ask about the chief or his son?
Yeah, probably the son. We don't even know his name or like
We
how
should-
old he is. Nothing.
Yeah, probably.
The chief officer's son. I met him once. He doesn't look like a bad guy, but his awkward teenage phase is running a bit long.
He's a teenage.
Doesn't he look like he talks like that?
Yeah, sure.
He looks like Willem Dafoe from Spider-Man.
Let's ask him about the boss.
Spider-Man.
Can you tell us about the boss? It's a shame the chief officer is not here. He stopped by the lab yesterday and we haven't seen him again since. He didn't say he would be absent. I hoped nothing serious happened to him.
Oh, he sounds like he's hiding something.
Yeah.
Well, that's just my voice.
My
He
voice.
stopped by the lab.
Oh, the lab. We gotta go here to the scientist.
Do we want to go to the lab and ask her about the chief?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
We went to
yeah.
the lab.
I gotta go talk to Elliot Goldman as well.
I mean, you mentioned the labs, but
Yep. Mentioned the lab
very
specific.
specifically.
All right, well, goodbye.
And
Bye-bye.
we should probably check out the phone to see what it says.
Oh yeah.
Good idea.
Hello, detective. How is your investigation going? Can I analyze something to help you?
Yeah, analyze this boss.
The boss? He was a bit tense the last time I saw him. His son is making his life miserable, if I understood correctly. He asked me to analyze an audio file. I cleaned it up, and a factory siren can be heard, but I couldn't identify the location where the recording was made.
We found a clue.
Found the clue.
Let's ask her about the. Should we ask her about the recording or the
child,
phone
maybe.
or? Oh, ask her about the child.
Yeah, maybe he was mentioned.
Okay. When he was younger, he wanted to work at the forensic lab. You should have seen him play with the...
Chromatograph.
He was really cute, but, well, he's had difficult teenage years.
She didn't know the name of her equipment. She has a guy. She's like, what's that thing called again? Chromatograph.
Thingy.
Siri, what is it again? Chromatograph.
Chromatograph. Darn that.
So, do we want to ask about the phone or the sound file?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Sound file.
Probably both. Yes, the chief officer already asked me to analyze this recording, and I managed to extract this siren sound that can be heard in the distance. I don't know if it helped him or if someone managed to recognize it. So, some of the siren sound? Maybe that's the city.
Sounds good, Rex.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
See you
Thanks,
later.
Alex.
It does go on sale often, but here in Finland, I don't know. In the U.S. it does.
Finland.
The chief officer is missing? Bugger. Do you think it has anything to do with his son running away? He had asked me to analyze a recording to help him. I managed to extract this sound that can be heard in the distance. It sounds like a siren. I don't know if it helped him in his investigation, but it may be something to go on.
You receive a phone call.
Boing, boing, boing.
Who's Draco? Oh, this is the Irishman.
The
Draco
MI5 guy?
Brian.
Jesse.
Oh, yes. This is Drake O'Brien. I think we really need to talk about the M organization. Meet me discreetly at MI5. Don't wait. The clock is ticking.
Hurry up. Okay.
What's
So
already
get the.
12?
Oh, we have that out. We have everything out.
We have 0 up.
We have
Oh.
this out, and we had the.
South Bank. Nice.
All right, so we're done with the scientists, it feels like.
Yeah.
What now?
Draco Brian.
Should we just look at the phone ourselves and see what we see?
Sure.
Because
yeah.
I remember last time
Let's
we
try that.
didn't look at one of our clues, and that was our undoing. You don't find anything like that here.
Oh, you're in Scotland.
That's his
Yeah.
his phone. And that
Yeah.
it's
The
not
chief's phone.
his phone's with him, and we haven't been able to get it.
Oh, well, we can look at this audio recording then. We already showed it to someone.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we got everything we needed. The siren.
Is it,
sound out
wait,
of
should we ask the
Hacker about the phone?
or the hacker, the criminologist about the sound?
Yeah, the hacker. Well,
The sound's gonna give away a location.
I mean, would the criminologist might be able.
That's human psychology and crime history.
I think maybe you'd better do with the hacker.
I think the hacker too.
For what? The sound?
Yeah.
The sound.
He might know something about the phone too. So
Yeah, that's okay. This keyboard's itching.
That keyboard is itching. For some reason, I get like it's got this server. Like, I was trying to locate him, chief. Called the chief officer. Okay,
Kevin, 47.
47.
That's the child. That's the son.
Oh. So his name is Kevin. We figured that out. Kevin. She wanted to tell him that he was fine and he shouldn't go after him. It's a bit weird and probably doesn't help much, but you never know. So we figured out the son's name's Kevin.
Oh, that's the one we just did.
Ouch. It's like, fine, I'll tell you again, but it's gonna take 5 minutes.
You want me to locate the chief officer's phone? That's a little not unorthodox. The funny thing is, just yesterday he asked me to locate his son's phone. You think they ran into trouble? Well, just like with his son, it's not working. They must have network problems where they are, or a jammer. So I won't be able to help you, though here's a recording of the last call from the chief officer's son.
We have it already.
Yep.
He's not saying much, but maybe it can give you a lead.
All
Yeah,
we know-
sirens.
Yeah, sirens is. Yeah.
All right, so let's go to talk to
Yeah.
O'Brien.
Let's not keep him waiting.
Right.
O'Brien.
Oh, Brian.
The impressive MI5 building is a high-tech, high-security fortress. You're still finding it hard to believe that you are being let in.
We're getting on in.
I guess you must be surprised. I couldn't tell you anything, but I tried to help you with the scope of the mission. I feel that I am at a standstill, and even though my superior doesn't wish to get you involved, I think you're trustworthy. I intercepted a lot of useful information while I was undercover, but not enough to completely dismantle the group. The most promising lead I had was Roger Gaiman, but he is now dead.
Oops. How do I go back?
Oh, you found.
Yes, it.
Sweet. Yet the M organization has something planned for this Saturday, and it must be prevented at all costs. 23. I know for a fact that Gaiman and Mike Sanders had soldiered to pick up the package in Ireland for that occasion. Colonel Trooper, with whom I am in contact, confirmed that it was Sanders was back at the Southwark barracks. J. Alright.
So this guy, Sanders, 23 is Sanders,
23, Mike Sanders.
is at Southwark.
He looks like he drives a fixed-wheeled bicycle. Fixed-geared bicycle. I will conclude that this
Fifty.
long... yeah.
I see a unicycle.
He sure doesn't look like he's in the service.
I will conclude this long speech by saying, do not trust anyone. The organization is everywhere. The big blow on this Saturday. We have to stop them, and fast.
Yeah.
Got a little frog in my throat there.
Uh,
What do we want to ask him about?
that's when he's serious.
Does he know him?
24 is Colonel Trooper.
It's true.
Do you want to ask about the sun?
Yeah, well, he might know him.
Maybe.
He's an information guy, maybe. Your chief's son is missing? Maybe they're putting pressure on them. That's the kind of thing they do. And it could perhaps explain Gaiman's death.
Do we want to ask about this guy?
I forgot who that was.
That's
the Colonel.
Colonel Trooper.
Ah, Colonel Trooper. Colonel. That's a man I've known for a long time, and for whom I have a lot of respect. But I also wondered if he could work for the M organization. Or even he could be their leader. Well, that's a strange paragraph.
Do we want to ask about the siren?
Sure.
Nobody seems to know anything about
Oh, the siren, that's right. This sound is familiar. Gaiman had showed me a warehouse where he owned in Docklands area.
Ooh.
P, you should go start looking there.
Right here.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien.
Drake O'Brien. Docklands.
All right. We want to ask Drake any more questions before we roll out?
Roll.
Roll.
Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the Docklands?
Let's go to the
Or
Docklands.
Southwark?
To the docks.
We don't even know what our goal is.
I
yet.
know. It's like, well,
Well, we're
the
looking.
kid's
We're
missing.
looking for him.
So.
You arrive in an
Yeah.
old abandoned warehouse. In the distance, you hear the siren of the Wormwood factory. Your phone is having trouble picking up a signal, so it seems you might be in the right place.
Ooh.
You find the sun. Oh, sorry. So we can search for
Mission
clues here.
accomplished.
Yes, let's search for clues.
Want some irony?
Yes.
Sure. I like iron. FE for the win. Oh, we can search for clues.
Yes,
Looking
search
around.
for clues.
Hey,
Search for
okay.
clues.
All right.
Well,
I
who's
can.
searching?
I
Go
will.
for it.
So the chat, you guys can help us out. If there's anyone still here, you can put in the chat things that are
Funny way to
being
put it.
seen in the picture.
Flash flooding in your area for the next 5 hours.
Oh
What?
no.
The Mississippi is very high.
What?
Hopefully everything will be okay there,
Ikatsuks.
Ryan.
Yeah, I guess all that rains. I mean, it's not that far. I did look at a radar earlier and saw there was a lot of storms over there.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fine where I live, but not driving anywhere. Good idea.
A fine idea.
All right, here we go, folks.
Right, let's look for some stuff. Tell us what you see.
Oh yeah, we can't look at the screen.
We gotta look at these words and find stuff.
Pizza boxes.
Pizza boxes. Food.
Graffiti.
Graffiti?
Says like Kyra or something.
Spell it.
Garbage cans. Looks like Kyra or something. I see a dead body. A cop.
Dead body
So
cop.
that's like
Yeah.
blood.
Does he have a gun?
flammable containers. Yeah.
Does he have a gun?
No.
No gun.
Flammable containers.
Flammable objects.
Oh God, what is all this stuff? Explosives. Tools of different kinds. A baggie. It looks like drugs or something. Caution.
Yeah, medicine
Is
and
it drugs?
drugs.
Containers. Green containers. Ammo.
Boxes and packages.
Some beds. Beds.
Bedding?
Furniture.
Are they
Bed.
fire-
Oh, bedding.
Firearms.
Firearms.
You said you didn't see any.
You said it was a gun on the.
Oh, there was a gun somewhere else?
I said, I didn't say a gun.
Oh,
I said,
maybe signs and symbols for that graffiti.
yeah.
You saw any footprints?
I didn't see any, but there was so much to see.
Would the explosives be considered in the firearms?
So when it comes to the
Explosives.
body,
That's what I saw. I saw explosives.
where's that?
But I was just saying, there's not an explosive. That's why I said firearms.
Flammable objects.
Yeah.
And we chose flammable objects too. There's also.
How long does it take to look?
There's also liquids.
I think it's like 40 seconds or something like
No,
that.
no, no. I mean like time from us.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Oh.
You want to look?
Yeah, I'll give it a look. Just 5 minutes. Let's
Make
do
sure to
this.
look up, down, and all the way around.
Yeah. And really look at the body and here we go. Yes. Without, right?
Right.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Alright, yeah, I see those explosives. There's some crates nearby it. AMO on the box.
I didn't know.
There's
AMO.
nothing up above. There's an open window. There's, yeah, the pizza boxes and everything like that. Money magazines, financial magazines. There's a laptop.
Oh, magazines.
A laptop?
Yeah, there's a laptop there. And I guess you can see it.
No.
Yeah, there's some beds out. You saw that already. Yeah, definitely flammable objects. But yeah,
I remember there being like a tire or something. I don't know if that was important.
Alright.
It was just a lot of junky stuff.
So computer.
Yeah, we got that.
Probably be one
We
of
got
the-
computer devices.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying that's one to probably start with.
yeah, it was right by the body.
Too much dead body to worry
All
about.
right, give me the
These other
computer and
things.
I'll scan it.
Let me find if it said there's no computer there.
Computer with a display that was intentionally smashed.
You found a clue.
Broken computer.
All right, let's the body. We need to think.
I don't know how we look at the body. 'cause
Blood
there's
and
no-
organs.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Blood and organs
The
contained. in
chief officer
Oh, it's number 33.
bled out on the floor.
Oh no!
The chief officer's blood.
No, that's just blood and
that
organs
5?
contained within the body of the chief.
Yeah, that's the one we want to look at his body.
Let's look at those drugs.
Drugs. Also the flammable objects after that, because that's a thing.
You don't find anything that looks like this here. What was that giant? It was like a pouch like this big, a white pouch with tape around it.
Oh, that
and
was a
piece
bomb.
Of,
That was the flammable objects, I think.
It looked like drugs to me. Shows you what I know.
They were making a bomb, is what it was. It looked like.
You find what
Yeah.
looks like the explosive material needed to create a bomb. 11.
some books and magazines.
Should
I think that's
you now look at the
Yeah, probably.
at the bomb clue, or is it just?
Yeah, let's do that. There's enough material here to create a bomb, but the actual bomb isn't present. Where could it be?
Ah. Well, this might help us give us our target.
A bunch of magazines, among which you find an economics magazine. An article draws your attention. It mentions the financial fair Eli Goldman will be organizing in his city offices on this Saturday.
So they're gonna bomb him. Boxes.
What about this?
There's an AMO on that big box.
Mm-hmm.
I need to the graffiti. Too.
Ammunition boxes, most of them empty.
The graffiti.
Yeah, the graffiti, the signs, and
I don't know if the graffiti is of use.
Yeah, it was pretty random.
The bedding might be, but
Maybe the food, because
the walls are covered with tags, but none of them seem to be related to your
Yeah.
case.
the food maybe someone maybe saw the person at the pizza place, or maybe it was I don't know.
Varied food, leftovers, and disposable dishes enough for 3 people.
3 people.
Do we have one?
Oh yeah, there were like 3 beds in there. Do we need further
Bedding?
evidence on that?
I don't know. There might be DNA evidence on the bedding. I don't know. Camping beds. It looked like they have been used over the last few days.
But not a clue.
No.
Trash and firearms is all we have left. Finish it out?
I don't know if the trash is going to be important.
You could find a clue in the trash.
Yeah, I mean the pizza boxes was the trash really. Yeah.
No.
And
I don't
recall-
think we found
I
firearms.
don't think we saw any firearms. Yeah.
All right. I mean, maybe the
So now we're looking for a bomb.
Yeah.
maybe the high
We
tech
know
devices.
that it might be Saturday.
Well, we already have the bomb. I think that was the only high-tech thing that was there.
And the laptop was useless.
No, it was a clue.
Yep.
So we got to get the
Yeah,
hacker
no, but it
on.
said it had been squished.
Yeah, but he could probably. I mean,
He
just
might be
the
able to
screen
hack
was
it, yeah.
Smash. That's all.
Mm.
All right.
So do we all go see if this guy has pizza boxes at his place too?
It's the pizza bandit.
Pizza.
Let's go over there. Who told us to go check with him? Him?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of intel, so that probably would be a good idea.
All right, let's
I'd
do
say
it.
we go there.
Southwark.
The barracks are a modern and rather impressive place, accommodating about 1,000 men. When you identify yourself to the soldier on duty at the entrance, he tells you that Colonel Trooper would like to speak to you.
Oh, Colonel Trooper. That dude.
He's
Colonel Trooper. Trooper.
He also lets you know that Private Sanders is in his quarters. The police force has been informed about the death of Chief Officer Doyle.
His blood. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Drake told... Oh, sorry. Here, Joe, why don't you be him?
Drake told me you would come. I'll be happy to help you however I can.
Alright, so ask him about the something. Oh.
Ask him about something.
Ask him something. Quick!
Do you think Sanders may be involved in this case? I would only be half surprised, but it would be a great insult to our barracks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe ask him about the pizza box.
Do you like pizza, Colonel?
You want to ask him about the bomb?
Yep. The bomb. Or the packages.
Bomb. He's a military person. They all know about bombs, right?
The army is mobilized to prevent this kind of attacks. Don't worry too much. We are looking after the populace.
Ask him about the packages and stuff. Maybe the...
Oh, the ammo?
Yeah.
There's plenty of ammunition on the black market. Who knows where this box may have come from?
Well then.
Do we want to ask about the son?
Might as well.
Yeah, because he
I know something.
This person doesn't serve under my command, and I don't think I've ever met them.
No, never met.
He said he wanted to talk to us, but then he doesn't talk to us.
Should we ask him about?
Yeah, what does he want to talk to us about?
I worked with this agent years ago on an espionage case among my troops. His scar came from that sort
I'll
of
talk
affair.
to you.
Laura's like, I'll talk to you.
They left me with the memory of a trustworthy man devoted to his country, and that's why I'll help you with your investigation in any way I can.
But you say that and you want to talk, but then you're not helping.
Ask him about this bearded fella. That's on the same location as him, I guess.
Did we already ask about him?
Yeah, we asked him about
Oh, we
that.
asked about him? Okay.
Maybe ask about
We
the
did?
organization.
Ask
Maybe
him about
we did.
himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back and
Still
look.
know why he wants.
Yeah, I think we asked about
Who
the
is that
beard
guy,
dude.
23?
That's
Colonel Sanders.
Mike Sanders.
We did.
He's Private Sanders.
He
has-
said that he wouldn't think he'd be involved.
Yeah, it's like, that'd be a bad thing.
What's the matter, Colonel
So we're going to ask him about his own
Chicken.
I am Colonel Call Trooper. I have over 30 years of military experience, and I like things to go to plan. I know nearly everything that happens in those barracks, so don't hesitate to ask me questions as long as you are not disturbing the peace.
Oh, we're gonna
That
disturb the
that
peace, all
happens
right.
in those barracks.
We're disturbing all the
We
peace.
haven't done any.
Should we ask him about the...
You're playing Explore It.
I've played that.
Almost.
Should we see if he knows...
Or did you play full game?
We didn't finish.
Oh, okay.
Should we ask him if he knows that guy?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know Al Roker?
I barely know him, but he operates among the highest levels of power.
Huh.
So should we go talk to the other guy?
Ask him about
Yeah.
the M Corporation, maybe.
Ask
yeah.
him about M.
No.
You think Sanders is connected to this case? That's quite worrying. I didn't think this organization had one foot in the army. I heard a few rumors. They seem to be very influential and deeply rooted in many circles. Their name comes up often in extremist and reactionary groups.
Anything else we want to ask him?
He's like telling us stuff, but it's not helpful. It's like not
Yeah, I don't know why
sending
we're
us
I think-
in any
Yeah,
direction.
well, no, I think
Ask him
he's
about the
given
pizza
it.
box.
I think
Yeah,
he
ask
gave
about
us.
the pizza.
Do you like pizza, Colonel? Why, yes, I love pizza. Me and my two other friends were eating.
Did we
pizza
ask him about the
today.
flammable objects?
We asked about the
we asked him
bomb
ammo.
and the boxes.
We asked him
of
about the
cartridges.
bomb itself, but he said
We didn't ask him about flammable
that they were there to protect that or whatever.
Okay.
Do we want
Well, let's go to this guy.
All right. Talk to Mr. Sanders.
The police? What's the problem? I'm just back from spending a few days in Ireland with a friend, Private
So are you.
Stan. I haven't done anything wrong. You can ask her. She's in the barracks.
Oh. Let's slide them down so they can be seen.
Yeah.
We'll move Al Roker up here.
Private
Alright.
Stern, 22.
What should we ask him? Should we ask him about Stern or should we ask him about Colonel?
Ask about the colonel. See
Should we
what
ask
he
him if he
thinks
knows
him.
about the Docklands?
Oh yeah, what went down at the docks?
You can't ask him that.
Oh.
Oh.
Ask about the dude, the colonel.
A tough but fair boss. I can't complain about him.
So we have suspicions that this guy's involved somehow.
No.
Oh.
This
I thought
no, this
Colonel
guy.
was saying.
This guy said that he put us onto him.
He might know something.
Yeah. And
Well,
then he
ask
said
him-
he trusted this guy, except he didn't really know him that well. So that, and then to that extent, he could be the leader of the whole thing.
And maybe ask him about the boy. Ask about the son. See if he knows him.
All right.
I know for a fact that Gaiman sent Mike Sanders to pick up a package in Ireland for the occasion.
He just said he came back from Ireland with her.
Colonel Trooper confirmed that Sanders was back at work. So let's ask him about his package.
Alright.
Is it really your job to ask those kinds of questions?
He seems suspicious.
No, that's a there's nothing there response. I think.
Suspicious. He won't tell us nothing.
Let's ask him about the bomb. You think they're going to try and blow up the barracks?
No.
This guy's got suspicion written all over him.
You gonna blow
Wait,
up the
should we
thing?
ask him if he knows him?
Yes.
Roger Gaiman? That's an old story. I've been cleared since then. It's been proven that I had nothing to do with all that skullduggery. Or rather, it has not been proven otherwise.
Should you ask him about her?
Private Stern.
She's an explosives expert.
Yeah, I liked her. So I offered her to spend 4 days in Ireland at a bed and breakfast with me. But yesterday she got it all in a twist, so I decided it was time to go home. You know how it is with chicks. Birds, you might say.
Birds. Chickadees.
Should we ask about, our chief?
Wait. Have you asked him about him?
No.
Can we go like,
No.
he'll go like, oh, I hate those.
I hate him.
the wealthy
Man, I want to
people.
blow him up someday.
Don't mind making an effort, but unless I come up with something to please you, I don't know who this person is.
You receive a phone call from an unknown number. I know you are investigating the M organization. Meet me in 1 hour at 15 King George Street in Greenwich. We have a lot to discuss.
All right, it's 1600 right
It takes
now.
20 minutes to travel, so we gotta leave at 1640. Alright, what else can we ask him about?
We gotta go talk to her, right?
Yeah, let's talk to her. We only have 40 minutes.
Yep, at 1640 we got to go to M. I'm Private Stern. What can I do for you? Private Sanders invited me to go to Ireland to stay in a bed and breakfast for 4 days. But we had a deep disagreement yesterday and he decided to come back hastily. I have nothing more to say.
Alright, let's ask about Al Roker.
Sorry, detectives, I don't meet many people outside the barracks.
So they both had I don't know this person's
So do we know?
response.
That's right.
A brilliant man with a real vision. He's tough, but I know that with a superior like him, I have the opportunity to build a real career.
Hey, should we ask about that guy?
I guess.
Nope, never heard of him.
Never heard of that person.
Wait, you said she's an explosive expert, right?
Who said that?
No.
I thought you said that.
No,
That
I
was a
thought we were going to
joke.
talk to her about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
She's being like, oh, explosives.
Okay.
Ask about
Okay.
herself.
My name is Private Carol Stern. I joined the Army more than 3 years ago. I had a chance to serve my country and I'm doing the best I can.
Should we ask her about the bomb?
What is the bomb?
The bomb diggity.
Yes, we got 3 more questions. So.
A bomb? And it's connected to Sanders? You're starting to scare me. But did that moron get me into? Oh, what did he get me into? In 10 minutes, we gotta go to M.
True.
Ask about the package.
Should we know,
Maybe
see
she
if they
knows.
knows the missing?
Bet she's gonna say, I don't know many people outside of the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, detectives. I don't mean any people outside the barracks.
Let's just head over to him.
We can't head there yet. We got 5 minutes.
We're early.
Okay, we'll be early.
I'm sure it has a grace period.
You arrive in front of a luxurious penthouse. A servant opens the door and leads you to a large, luxurious living room where the Prince of England
Prince of England!
is
Wow.
sitting in a wide Chesterfield armchair waiting for you.
I mean,
The Prince of England.
bloody hell.
So you're the one trying to dismantle the M organization. Excellent. This country needs more investigators like you.
It'd be funny if he had like a Russian accent, right?
As a police officer, you probably won't be able to do much. Give your report to me when the time comes, and I promise you that together we'll put an end to this threat to our freedoms. Is he the real prince?
That's why he should have a Russian accent.
Rubbish. He's a bunch of rubbish, what you ask me.
No, I don't know who this is.
What about him?
So this is the guy that called us to come here?
Yep. A formidable businessman. The gentry has long learned to be wary of the bourgeoisie, those newly rich people who don't understand the world around them and believe they are more important than they are.
What do you know, the chief?
It's a bourgeoisie, eh?
Or this guy?
Bourgeois.
No, him know him.
Yeah, but would he know
Yeah,
that
should
guy?
have a southern
I guess
accent.
maybe the colonel.
Hey, I'm the Prince of London. London, England.
It's all the same.
My God, he's dead. What a dreadful loss. This only confirms my concerns about this M organization. Maybe we should ask him about the M organization.
Yeah, it sure has a lot to say about that.
I have been hearing rumors about this group for too long. I got wind of your investigation of that organ trafficking. All this must stop. I will do what I can, but I need your help. Find out who is leading this organization for me. Trooper is a dangerous reactionary. I think he misses the good old days of the Empire and the colonies. Thankfully, he is also a loyal defender of the royal family, so I do hope that he can be trusted.
So who's in charge of this M organization?
Wait, who's trooper?
The Colonel.
Trooper's the
Little guy.
Colonel Trooper.
Well, that's what somebody told us that they were. The M organization preyed on people that were reactionary.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite a memory you got there.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I was waiting. That's what I thought we'd go with him. He's like, I'm all for that freedom. I'm tired of the shackles. of
Let's
this."
ask him about the bomb.
Ah.
A bomb? Do you know their target? You think it could be my engagement ceremony? If that's the case, come back and talk to me about the bomb on Saturday morning. And I'll do whatever needs to be done. Even if that means postponing the engagement ceremony, regardless of how long it's been planned.
Oh, they're gonna bomb the engagement ceremony.
Yeah. So we either have this, his finance thing on Saturday, or the engagement.
Right. Something's getting bombed. That's weird. Oh, ads. Okay. Let's see.
I think I am gonna need the charger.
Alright.
So maybe we should, do you want to ask the prince about gaming?
Maybe we should. Would he know about him?
What about him?
He's like the director, isn't he? The
Yeah.
the
You think
director.
he's some kind of...
Well, I don't know.
Connor
Maybe I'm
McNeil?
trying to figure out whether he.
There is something I don't trust about that little weasel. There's suspicion that he achieved his position through blackmail and that his only motive is the lure of power. I'm keeping an eye on him as much as I can.
So I mean, so we don't know who is any of this, right? We don't know who might. So we have this guy might be a mastermind. She might be the mastermind.
We don't know anything about her.
He
He's
might-
the prince.
Maybe he knows something. Yeah. But
She's
still,
the secretary.
Yeah, but they said she had been working there. Gave way too much backstory for her for me to be like, oh,
We should have went and talked to her about him.
that's true.
Now that we know he's a little weasel.
Little weasel.
But she might be behind him getting there. That she's, you know, empowered. He's just a figurehead kind of thing.
I wonder if like the
I doubt
criminologist
that.
would know anything about any of this. Like,
Like what?
I don't know. I'd like trying to figure out. So we have to figure out where the bombing is gonna happen, either the city or the Greenwich.
We don't know what we have to figure out.
Oh dear. Don't know who that is.
Alright, well, I think we need to leave here and go somewhere else.
Let's go to South Bank and talk to the secretary about the weasel.
We still haven't talked to him.
We still haven't gone to the city yet either.
All right, let's off to the city.
Eli Goldman's company is bustling with activity, and everybody seems to be overworked. Yet the financial genius agrees to give you an interview.
Oh, how nice. Don't let us be of too much trouble.
Detectives? I didn't think I'd see you again today. Are you here for the threats I received?
Oh, it's a photo again?
A threatening photo. The fun game of
Focus!
focusing.
I received this photograph of me with a red M written over it.
Ugh.
On the back you can read, "We do not forget." As you can imagine, I suspect the M organization and I have reason to be worried, considering how our story ended. 6 p.m. It is imperative that you go back to Scotland Yard as soon as possible. Crisis meetings are scheduled and your presence is mandatory. Thanks for telling us literally at 6 p.m. This will mean the end of your investigation day, but orders are orders, and without the chief officer to protect you, you put your career at risk if you don't follow them. So hurry back to Scotland Yard.
All right, to Scotland Yard we go.
You're late for the debriefing meetings, which come one after another. No matter how hard you try to explain that there are other priorities, nothing seems to work, and you have to stay until it's too late to continue with the investigation.
Crime does pay.
The night passes. Today is Friday. After a good night's rest, you are ready for a new day of investigation.
Hello, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse!
Hello.
Crime does pay.
We are trying to stop these criminals, but they pushed us to the next day.
I guess we should go back and continue
Alright,
our
so it's
conversation
now-
with Eli.
Friday at 10.
Remember when we left?
Which one?
And it's not Friday at 10.
The guy we were talking
We were talking to Eli.
Oh.
He was just about to tell us about this photo.
I think we need to go back.
Or while we're here at Scotland Yard, we could ask some of our,
Maybe we should ask the
Team.
criminologist something.
hacker about the computer.
yeah, the hackers who I was thinking. How can I help you, detective? My keyboard is itching.
Ah, yes, we're dealing with another winner who thinks that it's enough to break the screen if you want to destroy a computer. Well, I didn't find much that would be useful, but while searching the drive, I managed to restore a file from M15 about the Duke of Windsor. Not quite what I was expecting.
The Duke of Windsor.
I think we should also ask somebody about the incriminating photograph.
Criminologist.
Yep.
Probably. What's the photo? Was I here for that?
That guy got an incriminating photo that had an
A red
M
M?
on it,
Yeah.
and it said, "We never forget," probably in reference to the fact that his kid got that heart.
Oh, who's this guy? Oh.
You.
Using threats is a typical bullying technique. The secrecy surrounding the organization gets the target's imagination going about what might happen to them. It's usually quite effective.
Well,
So you didn't give us much.
No.
nothing.
What else would you know?
I was hoping for like a forensics. Let's talk to the scientist about it.
So are we still looking for him? Or
Don't
is
know.
Or is that
We don't know how that plays into it yet.
Scan him while we're talking about this guy.
See if he knows something about that.
Yeah, because he's about people, I think. Kevin may well have come into conflict with his father. He still must be devastated if he found out he died. Okay. I messed up that sentence,
So
but
wait,
okay.
it said 3 people. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3 at the beds.
I don't think the girl
I don't
is
think she's involved either. Yeah. Maybe he is. Or maybe the kid is.
Maybe this guy
I mean,
is.
he went there looking for him, so he was most likely there.
Yeah. They had to kill that dude. I don't know who the third person would be. Maybe that child from South Bank.
Maybe it was the prince
Maybe
all
it's the
along.
prince. Yeah. So
I think we should talk to the scientist about the photograph.
Alrighty.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, physical evidence.
Yep.
Makes sense. The photo seems to have been taken with a smartphone and printed on a printer. Pretty ordinary equipment that can be bought anywhere. The letter was written with a red marker, so nothing remotely interesting there. No, the real lead is much more surprising. We have identified the handwriting as well as the fingerprint on the photo, and we are almost certain that the sender is none other than Kevin Doyle, the chief officer's son.
Bum bum bum.
Oh dear.
Alright.
That seems good.
Seems that way. Well, well, well.
So do we ever ask him if he knew the son?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I believe we did.
I think we should go back to talk to Eli and ask him about the son.
Yep.
And also, we need to find out about this guy.
The Duke of Windsor.
The Duke of Windsor.
What was the significance of him?
He was on the.
He was on the
MI5
laptop.
had a file.
Oh yeah, he was on the
Yeah.
laptop. Yes, let's go to the city.
So there's a couple of these.
Well, now
evidence
now
things.
that we know that it came from him, we can go to him and ask him if he knows him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of which of these evidence things have we not used. Food? Have we used food?
No, we haven't used it. We don't know who to ask about it yet.
Probably the scientist.
I will have to beg your leave. I'm organizing a meeting tomorrow that is crucial to the economic policies of the United Kingdom. So unless you found out what is threatening that gathering, I don't really have time to talk to you.
Show him the bomb, or the person, or the something.
Are you sure that threat came from the chief officer's son? Well, whether it's the M organization or not, if that's all they have for me, I think I can safely focus on my financial fare.
He's
Not
not
threatened.
worried. Show him the bomb. Now are you worried?
You think they want to detonate a bomb during my fare? There's absolutely no way I am canceling this, so you better find a solution. But, well, if on Saturday morning you are still convinced that my fare is the target, come back and talk to me about the bomb, and I will do what needs to be done.
It is now Friday at almost 11.
It's probably going to cut off at 6 again.
More meetings.
Yep. Oh, it's really.
Oh, should we ask him about the?
I was going to ask him about him, the weasel.
Yeah, but he also said he didn't like bourgeois. So what does he think about him?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Bourgeois.
Bourgeoisie.
Oh, no, don't talk to me about the prince. Why did he have to plan his engagement ceremony on the same day as my financial fair? I even wondered if the Prime Minister didn't ask him to do so just to bother me. Unfortunately, yes, I know the Prime Minister. She's a real impediment to investment in our country. I often feel I have to spend my days preventing her from sabotaging our economic policies. Let's ask about the weasel.
He doesn't have a name anymore. He's the Weasel.
He's the director of MI5, I believe. I don't know much about him, but I have to admit that I am curious. Young and ambitious, I hear.
Reading
And a
at
weasel.
5th grade level now.
I want to ask about... Oh, the Duke? Yes, I know the Duke. He approached me recently to set up a funding budget. He hopes to prove to Parliament that it is possible to strengthen security while saving money. As a consultant, I couldn't get a percentage of the resulting business. I could get a percentage of the resulting business.
Interesting.
Is it?
I don't know.
They're in bed together. I want to know what he thinks about this guy.
He seems to know everyone.
I have a few contracts with the Army through my subsidiaries. I have the opportunity to meet with the Colonel a couple of times. A very righteous man, just what you expect from an officer.
Alright, so now he's the mastermind.
Who?
He seems to know everyone.
Him,
Yeah.
with him and him. Because he wants the money from the tightening of security. While saving money.
And the bomb's going to make
They're going to save money, but he's going to get some of it. So
yeah. And
I
the
wonder what he
bomb,
thinks of the other guy.
the bomb at the palace.
Which
or
guy?
whatever.
and so
They
he
have
framed
numbers
he,
on them,
he
Melissa.
took he,
Sanders, 23.
and so he framed
What does he think about that guy?
No, I don't think I know this person.
I thought he knew everybody.
You asked him about
That
him already,
guy.
right? I think that was last time.
I think I did, yeah.
what I'm saying is he might have kidnapped him, got him to write the M on the thing, to make it look like he's being blackmailed by them.
That seems an awful lot.
Watch
What?
it be right.
But he talked about him being upright, right?
Well,
Did we
yeah,
ask-
he likes what he does. Oh, it's not too far-fetched.
But he also said, I mean, he's talking about increasing. He doesn't like him
Or her.
or her, but he was all right with the dad,
That's the Duke.
the Duke. Yeah, I said the Duke of Windsor.
Yeah, this is the Prince.
That's the Duke of Windsor is the
The
husband
guy.
of the Queen. But since he's not in the lineage, he's not actually king.
Oh, he is?
Windsor Palace. You don't get to be the Duke of that place. I
Flex,
think that.
flexing your English.
I live in America.
I think that's the way it
So
goes.
what you're saying is this guy should also be over here?
Well, I don't know if he's over there. I don't.
Yeah, we don't know where he is.
we didn't
I don't know
where
if
to
that
go.
woman's over there either.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
didn't tell
she's-
her where either one of them are.
They were just mentioned. Yeah. You can go over there and.
I mean, I
try
think
to
that's the
find
way the Duke of.
I mean, it
Oh, the only
definitely
Duke
sounds
I know
like
is
an
the
organ
Duke of
guy.
Ellington.
Duke of Ellington.
Duke of York. the
All I know is
Duke
the
of
York
Earl.
peppermint patties.
oh
Yes. The Earl of Sandwich.
oh. Too bad we haven't asked this doctor anything this time around.
Well, we could ask about the blood.
Yeah, we could ask
We're
the
asking
doctor
him about
the
how he. I mean,
blood-
he
yeah.
said he bled out, but
Mhm. I mean, but maybe we could see if he can tell us anything about this death.
Doctor, we haven't talked to you at all. So we thought we'd talk to you just a little bit.
he's gonna tell us. Oh, I was friends with the chief for so long.
Yeah, it's gonna cost 40 minutes to go over there and talk to him. Oh, that's right. They're
Body
on
for
call.
me, detective. Let's see what we
Please
can
talk to me. No one's
Oh
talking
yeah, he died yesterday. We found him. We haven't talked to you yet.
Yeah.
You might want to go there.
Ooh.
Oh, this is an autopsy. I would rather have never performed. But if I can help find his murderer, I'll do anything I can. The chief officer died by a gunshot to the heart. Here's the bullet. I hope it will be useful. Thank you, Doctor. It matches.
Yes.
Tell us something
That
about
amount.
this. Did he already tell us about the bullet? We already scanned
Well,
the
he's
bullet.
not going to be able to tell us probably about the bullet, but we can ask the scientist about the bullet.
Ah, yes.
Physical evidence.
Hey, he gave us the bullet.
We could ask about the pizza while we're at it. You know, maybe Duke of Windsor loves a pie.
I had pizza for dinner.
Pizza sounds good, right?
Little
now.
Caesars.
Pizza. We managed to find the origin of the projectile. It comes from the ammunition stockpile of the British Army. I
Oh!
don't have access to their files, but the round is definitely identified. Maybe they'll agree to cooperate in the investigation.
Now that we have the bullet.
You would ask her about the pizza?
Sure. 5 minutes.
It's really disgusting to work on spoiled food leftovers, but I could extract DNA and it. Oh wait, yeah, but I could extract DNA and it was Kevin's. Poor boy. I hope he is okay.
Kevin was there when his dad was shot.
Yep.
Kevin got in with the wrong people.
That's what it is.
Specifically, these people.
Oh no!
Well, now that we have the bullet, I'd say we head back over there and show him
See?
the bullet.
See, the doctor, he was
Change the
screaming at
way.
me. He's like, I have something for you. Please talk to me today. Why haven't you
Things are
talked to
different.
me? Duh.
And he tells you Colonel Trooper would like to speak to you. Again.
Oh, he wants to speak
He also
to
let you know
us.
the private is in his quarters. Well, he wanted to speak to us last time, and
And
look
nothing
what happened. So who do we want to go to? The Colonel or the soldier?
Make the littler one
We're doing something to
squeal.
her. Ask her about the bullet.
Make the little guy
I want to see
squeal.
about this guy.
He might, give up some information.
It's the same thing he said last time. Let's ask him about this bullet.
Yeah, speak.
You found a bullet. I hope this will help you find a killer.
But it's you.
All right, talk to the big guy.
Well, should we ask him about
Okay.
Kevin? You see me hanging out with that kind of bloke.
Yes.
Maybe it is the woman. Maybe she's in on it all along.
So say goodbye to him and go talk to her, or go talk to the chief, or who? What do y'all want me to do?
I don't think he's not gonna give us anything anymore.
Jesse?
He's clammed up.
Him?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
go with the big guy.
Colonel, yeah. Colonel?
All right, help us with this bullet.
Drake.
Drake's the
That's the
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Yeah.
The guy you did the voice for.
Right.
Who's this? You?
That's me. I made sure all our ammunition could be tracked to keep it as secure as possible. This bullet comes from a stolen ammunition stockpile. I can guarantee it came off Mike Sanders' weapon.
Well, with that information, can we just like arrest him?
What?
So do we ask him about him now? I don't know what to do.
I should never have trusted him. He was so close to that scoundrel Roger Gaiman that he had received high-level support. I seem to remember that the Duke of Windsor had argued his case.
That
We're all in
dude.
cahoots.
Oh.
I've never had the opportunity to meet him, but I've heard much about the Duke. I approve of his ideas. Times have changed, and our justice system is unsuited for an age of terrorists. The reform he proposes may well be a good thing.
Times have changed. Our kids are getting worse. Oh dear.
arrest someone in this game.
I don't think you can. And I don't
Now,
think...
I think we're coming to the time that's going to go, it's Saturday. Which place do you go to stop the bomb?
Yeah, we gotta solve that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be in Greenwich.
I think we need to
Yeah.
go back to him and throw the bomb, the thing in his face again. With the evidence you've gathered, you decide not to take a chance on Mike Sanders.
Yeah,
You rush him,
there we go.
handcuff him, read him his rights, and send him to Scotland Yard.
Alrighty. Great. I think Greenwich is the target.
Yeah, because the Duke dude and stuff, like the...
Well, yeah, it won't be the city. They're the ones behind that to get the security deal
Yeah, isn't the Duke in cahoots or something?
with
Yeah.
Al Roker, yeah.
And he seems to not like the Prince, or Prince doesn't like him, or vice versa.
I'm still worried about this weasel as well.
I'm worried
Are
about
you
him
really?
too.
Someone
Yeah.
called him a weasel.
The
Oh.
Prince called him a weasel.
Yeah, and said he thought it was blackmail and some other stuff that caused
he
him
was
to get
hungry
into his
for power.
position. Yeah.
We should go talk to him about something.
Maybe
I think we should go
maybe
find out what she has to say about
Oh.
She
it.
will probably be at the engagement thing, and maybe they're expecting to get rid of her.
Maybe we go back to Greenwich and see if those people show up. Or would it do that? I remember one time we went to a location
Different days,
scan.
it'll have different people.
Yeah.
The Prince of England is just there.
So what happened if we scanned one of those other people that are expected to be there? Just tell us there's it's not a thing, I guess. Scanning, scanning, scanning.
It's like, no, you will not scan me.
Apparently not.
Ask him about the
Golly.
Yep.
She's unscannable.
She is.
Wonder why.
she's the prime minister.
I guess she's not there.
But Isha won't even say anything.
Usually would say this person's not there or something like
Yeah.
that.
But it's just not scanning anyone at all.
We'll see if they'll talk to the prince. Even though we don't want to talk to the prince.
Then we asked the prince about himself.
Okay.
Well, that
there.
worked.
Okay, there. It's a thing.
Huh.
Oh, he said give the report to me on a proposal.
Should we ask about her? A wonderful woman. I really like talking to her. She's the one who talked to me about you after you questioned her. I have absolute confidence in her. Well, we questioned her, I guess, in the first episode. I don't remember.
Wow. All right. What about the wings?
Yeah,
The-
we talked to her.
That old grump. I don't trust him. I think he's still upset that his father lost the throne during the Second World War due to his Nazi sympathies. My mother allowed him to come back to the family, although he grew up in France. I don't like him. To me, he's living in a bygone era.
The prince doesn't like the duke.
The prince
That
doesn't
makes
like
sense.
anybody.
They're gonna bomb the Greenwich
He liked
place.
her though, didn't he? The prime minister.
Yeah, like
yeah,
her.
he is eye about her.
So that is that he's
So
in
we-
the family, but not his father.
We found the body, but did we find the phone?
No, we never found the phone.
Yeah, I guess not.
That phone was important for something.
I think it was the we couldn't nobody could call it, and then when we got there, remember I said your cell phone service doesn't work,
okay.
and so we're like we're.
So it was
I
somewhere
see.
there, I guess.
I think
Well,
when
no,
you,
I mean I think it was to lead us. He's
Just to
somewhere
let us
where his
know.
phone doesn't work because they're saying they've been calling his phone, but he wouldn't answer it.
I think we need
and so
to
it was
go
leading us
back.
to him being.
I think we should go here and
South
talk
Bank
to
and
her
talk
about
to the
him.
secretary. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-mm. Yeah, we haven't talked to her at all.
I don't seem to remember that you had an appointment. Mr. McVale looks impressively young. His face hides his true years of experience. Have no doubt that he is a very competent person. Well, that's that.
Should we ask him about him? And
Ask her about him?
I mean, or we can go talk to him and ask him about
Lots of people, yeah.
new things, because we haven't asked him about the Prince, we haven't asked him about the Duke.
Mm. Yeah, he's our intelligence guy.
It's 1320 right now.
We're going to end at 1600.
Oh, Draco Prime.
We still have one day to find out what they are planning precisely. I am counting on you. We have a chance to destroy the organization completely. You've been contacted by the Prince? Seriously? I knew the case was alarming. Sorry about that. But I didn't know it was this bad. You have to find out who is leading the IM organization at all costs.
Did we ask him about him?
I don't remember.
He's just a boy.
Just a wee boy.
He's just a boy.
I had little to do with him. I was already undercover when he arrived, so I never met him in person. I have to admit, I don't like him very much. He often let me on my own to devices on important matters, but didn't use the information I passed along that seemed vital to me. I sometimes wonder if he isn't undermining my investigation.
Did we ask him about him?
The Duke of Windsor. Of course I heard of him. He's an important political figure. Very visible lately, since he submitted litigation to strengthen the judicial system's power to fight terrorism. Oh, that's a person, isn't it?
We got that person.
Oh, okay. He would even like to reform MI5, which he deems unsuited for a society. I can confirm any guess you have that my director doesn't like him very much. Which probably means they're not in cahoots. I don't know who the third
Should we
person
ask him
was.
about him now that we know he did this crime?
Sure. Yeah. He was in the same regiment as Gaiman. Is Gaiman the third person?
This is Gamey right
But
here.
Yeah,
he was already
He's
dead.
dead.
He was the doctor from the last one that was helping the orphanage.
I do get rewards. What you mean? I think they were already doing business at the time, but Gaiman covered for him, so he wouldn't be kicked out. Since then, they've kept working together, and I'm convinced he is a member of the M organization. There's a reason why he was the one who was sent to Ireland to collect the package.
Oh.
You watched it a while back. Don't. I saw your comment. We commented on that earlier.
Oh, I didn't see.
Well, that's what I was saying. He said our house was.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
tidy.
see. I see.
I said, tell him it's not tidy.
So we're thinking it's still him and him.
Okay.
Steak. Yum, yum, yum.
Steakums.
Do we ask him about him?
I don't know. We have more information now.
The poor kid probably didn't realize what he was getting into. I don't think you'll learn much from him.
We don't know where he is.
Can we ask him about the bomb?
Steak and corn on
Maybe
the
we should.
cob.
Ooh.
Lots of
Sounds
butter.
good. Sounds so good.
Ice cream cake.
I'll be there in a
Yay!
minute.
Yes.
Yeah, guess what I bought
16
at the
hours.
store earlier, Slivers?
Cherry
Chocolate
crisp.
brownie. No, the chocolate
the-
brownie one. I saw the one that
Oh,
Derek was eating, and I'm like, I want that. And I'm supposed to be on a diet.
Ben and Jerry's show.
Yes.
And it's all your fault. When I get home and we watch Stranger Things, I'm going to eat it.
So the M organization's planning a bombing attack. Pish posh. Okay, but that doesn't tell us their target for their motives. For Saturday, I can see at least 3 potential targets.
3 potential targets. We only see
The
2.
prince's engagement and the ceremony in Greenwich, which I think it is. The vote on the Duke of Windsor's proposed litigation. A parliament in Westminster.
We don't have A.
We don't have A yet.
Oh, that's probably where the Duke is.
Ooh, there's the Duke. Let's A.
Joe, that's you.
That's
Location
you.
A.
Location.
A, we need
And
A.
Eli Goldman's financial
What are you
affairs.
saying? We haven't already found that one.
Need to find a better lead that narrows things down.
Man. Either at
So I
M,
assume he
A,
must be
or
at
B.
Parliament.
Man.
Yeah, we can remove this one out of here. Turn it out. Just put it to the side.
Either at the
Kids
princess
stick in
thing,
Parliament.
And she's probably there too.
the Duke's
Maybe.
thing, or the city thing.
I think it's the Duke of Windsor, actually,
I
is what I
know.
think, now that I've heard all
You
this.
think the Duke of Windsor's place is getting bombed?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I
I'm
don't think,
leaning
I don't
on
think they're
Greenwich.
bombing Parliament.
No, I think they're bombing Greenwich.
Well, but
Why?
I think the Duke
Because
is in
of the security
cahoots.
thing.
I think the Duke
The
is in
security-
cahoots with the bad
The
guy
security contract. That'll solidify it.
that's
they
against the
need
prince and
security
princess
after
like him.
It's a common movie plot.
I think it's these guys because of the proposed legislation, that they're against that legislation.
No, they're for. He's proposing the legislation.
I know, but MI whatever, I mean, the M organization is against it, is opposed to it, so they want to bomb it. That's my personal opinion. So are we going over there?
No, I mean I think he's in the M organizations, and the controls will be fixed where he can manipulate it better.
You think he's a bad guy?
Yeah, I
the
think
Duke
the
is the
sending
bad
of the
guy.
letter, the sending of the photo and all that, that's like a ploy. Yeah.
I mean I think he's going to benefit from it, and he's going to benefit from it. He won't benefit from the legislation.
When you arrive at Parliament, you catch sight of the Duke of Windsor in the hallway. He is in the middle of a heated discussion with the Prime Minister, and their tone of voice isn't really friendly.
Excuse me, sir. Oh. You think my life could be ruined? Wouldn't it be surprising?
He's the Duke of Windsor.
He
I want
said he
to
had
reform the
Nazi
justice system.
He said he had Nazi sympathies.
We aren't safe in our own country anymore.
Knock it off.
See, he wants an attack, so he goes, see, look, we need my legislation.
So what do y'all want me to ask him about the bomb?
Where's the bomb?
Yep.
Where's the bomb, Duke? Where is it?
You think they want to blow me up? Are you sure? Do you know that Eli Goldman's financial affairs on Saturday as well? Surely that would be a more vital target than old Crumbly like me.
Don't crumbly.
Notice he didn't say here, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Try to throw us off the scent.
Yes.
He
Who
said-
should we ask him about? There's so many people to ask about.
Ask
The
about the
prince.
prince. The prince.
Family is important. You should always be able to count on it. I won't be able to attend his engagement ceremony because there will be a bomb there. I mean, but the wedding is what
There's
really
going to be a
matters.
big blast.
It's going to be
Oh,
Wait, what? I didn't catch the end of that conversation. What did he say?
He didn't say, yeah, he said it'll be a blast.
Oh.
he said he wasn't going there, so he's not going to be at the engagement thing.
All right.
Should we ask him about her?
That old windbag.
Miss Clark and I don't have the same vision of the world. What she believes is a new vision I call naivety.
And then ask him about the little weasel.
I never really had the opportunity to work with MI5, so I know very little about its director.
And should we ask him if he likes him or not?
And this boy in prison. An excellent financial professional, a paragon. I have a few deals going on with him.
Maybe he wants him out.
Well,
Out of the picture.
I can't remember all the people I meet. Be serious.
ask about the dead body? Why was the chief killed?
Yeah.
Because he walked in on them
His
throwing a
son.
bomb, I think. That's dreadful, but it confirms once more how my reform is needed.
Yeah, he probably just walked in the wrong place, the wrong time. The boy was, probably there luring him or something. 'Cause the boy got in trouble
probably
with the
just
wrong
tailed him.
people.
Tell
But yeah, it's like the kid was probably just getting
Did you
in
ask him
with the
about-
wrong
does he know him?
dudes. And so he was going to find him and
I
just
think that dude's good.
showed up.
Our country needs reliable men like you.
So I'm thinking it's him.
Well, he called him out, though.
Call out who, the dude?
It's because of the colonel that we arrested this other guy.
This guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
but-
one.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's the one that said it was from
He's
the.
a patsy.
Who is?
That guy,
he might just be.
according to Joe.
Oh, he used his
Because
gun.
this guy's like, I trust him, but he could be running the whole thing for all I know. And so remember at the very beginning, and so I'm always suspicious of this guy.
So you think he?
And
used
he's
his
just
gun.
like, he's an upstanding guy, the guy that we think is bad.
Well, we can always go talk to the guy in jail. See what he thinks. See.
We should talk to her
Yeah, before we go.
and see whether she's
Well,
go-
we only got
where
like an
she's
hour
going.
left.
Why does this man have to be so stubborn? If he agreed to compromise a bit, we could pass reforms together. Instead, he's going to hit a brick wall during this session tomorrow. The old mule won't listen. Litigation is excessively security oriented, and there's no way it will pass tomorrow. Whereas if he was supporting me, we could pass more flexible litigations that would better deal with terrorism.
Legislations, not litigations.
Oh, sorry, I'm bleh. I'm an old woman.
Can I
What
ask
do
him
you
about him?
expect?
Ask her about the prince.
Oh dear, him. I'm convinced the prince will be a very valuable political ally in years to come.
A gesture of gratitude for your help following her daughter's kidnapping, the French ambassador, 15, answered MI5's request for her to come at Scotland Yard for interrogation.
They misspelled Scotland.
And they put at as well. She just arrived to answer your question. She won't be staying long as she is on a tight schedule.
Oh, we better go talk to
Well,
her now,
We have to
quick.
go there anyway to question the prisoner.
Yep, off to Scotland Yard we
Goodbye.
go.
Wait, should we ask her about him? Or should we go run over there?
It's 5
I
minutes.
think we need-
May as well.
Well, I said goodbye already.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no,
you'd
just
have
go to
10
Scotland
minutes
Yard, yeah.
Just go over there. I just want to see if she liked him or not.
then. Pretty sure she doesn't.
Things are out of control at Scotland Yard. The chief officer's death has put everyone on edge. Crisis meetings come one after another, and Scott Clover seems to be buried in paperwork.
You talk to the woman.
I understood that you wanted to talk to me. That's not a voice. I will help you as soon as much as I can, since you saved my daughter. But I still have a lot of work to do. So let's get this over with.
Over with.
Say Massachusetts.
Well, I got you here. What is she, who is this lady?
So we should probably
The
ask
French
her
ambassador.
about
Oh,
either.
right. She'll know about politics and stuff. Political expert.
On Saturday, the Duke is going to present an important legislative proposal to Parliament in Westminster.
Yes, and
Prince?
I haven't met him yet, but perhaps I'll have the opportunity to do so at his engagement ceremony on Saturday. He seems to have a sharp political mind.
So she's going.
she seems to be going there.
To ask her about the.
The old bag.
We didn't really want to talk to her, and they're like, you need to come talk to her.
A wonderful woman, a true role model for me.
Right?
Al
What
Roker?
about the city guy? What does she think of
That bastard!
Bastard.
Of course I know Eli Goldman. He must have made the front page of every financial newspapers around the world. And over the last few years,
I never met him, but his political influence is well known. You're useless.
She is useless.
What about
The
the
weasel?
little weasel?
Then we're done with her. Unless there's an item she can help with.
He's the MI5 director, isn't he? I know of him, but I've never encountered him.
May we ask her about some item?
I don't know what item. What was the photograph of again? It's incriminating of somebody.
And that was an M with him on it, I
Oh,
thought.
just
Yeah.
a picture of him.
Let's ask her about the bomb. You know anything about where a bomb might be?
I am not surprised. I already had my doubts, and that's why I distanced myself from that organization. When I was helping them, they insisted that I should get plans delivered to Parliament, but I decided to stop being involved with them.
him? Ask her about him.
Oh, this is.
She was involved that way.
Even if I wanted to cooperate, I wouldn't be able to tell you much. The organization helped me to find a transplant to save Clara's life. In return, they asked me for a few favors. I went with it for a while until I recently decided that it wasn't worth it. Their last request was strange. They asked me to gift plants to Parliament. I said no, and that's why they came after my daughter, so they could put pressure on me. Thank God you stopped in.
So now,
Plants.
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 Oh,
They want
Plant.
plants.
plants with the T, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a plants.
with a T.
Yeah.
Like foliage.
Give plants to the.
I thought I meant plants.
No, plants.
Plants.
It said plants last time, too.
Yeah, it's plants.
Is there any plants up here? Any like
Why does she
tree
wanna
plants?
give-
There's plants
They
right
want to
there.
put plants in bombs and plants in Parliament, so now I'm changing my thinking that there are no bomb to Parliament.
What about those plants right there?
Well, let's see if we
But
can
the
ask her about
Duke's gonna be
plants.
there. You don't think he's in on it anymore?
No, he's not in on it.
Maybe he's not. Now, I don't know.
I don't really understand why
I told you
you're
they want
talking to
plants
me
for
about
Parliament. What about
this.
those plants? I don't know what you're talking to.
You
You
just said the word
talked about
plants.
plants. Oh dear.
Well, 1600 hasn't kicked us out yet.
Let's talk to the dude again.
Yeah, him?
He's the one who enabled Clara to survive a few years ago. With the M organizations, they made her transplant possible. I just didn't expect there would be such a high price to pay afterward.
I think we should talk to that dude in the jail cell. Maybe he is a patsy.
Yeah.
Poor little guy just got thrown away cuffed for nothing.
Broke his fixed gear bike and threw him in prison.
No, I think he rides a unicycle.
If you're planning on doing my head in, I hope you built an airtight case, because I'm not really going to make it easier for you.
We got some paps.
Alright, so he's showing resistance. So, I don't know if he's.
Show him the bullet. Did you shoot this bullet?
He'd be willing to talk if, well, the bullet's the reason he's in there, but.
So you know I'm the one who killed him. So what?
Alright.
You think you're going to manage to prevent anything from happening? You lost.
You're
You
not
just
gonna get
don't
in
know
this
it
head.
yet.
Wow! Just
Did you
come
kill
out.
him? Yes.
All right, well, case closed.
I knew her, but she kept talking about these plants.
I don't really have the details, but yeah, she has a role to play in what's coming.
So it's plants at the
Ooh.
Parliament.
That's where the bombs are gonna be. They're putting them in the plants.
She refused to do that, though.
Somebody's doing it for her.
You think you've won, but you're too late. You won't prevent anything from happening, and I'll be out of jail as soon as you can turn your back. Our leader is way too high up for you to touch.
The Duke.
But
Or the prince,
why would
or
he
the-
bomb himself?
or the-
Unless the prince is the bad guy. But then why would the prince be the bad guy? What's the motive?
The city dude. He's the.
Well, originally he didn't like him.
Oh gosh.
He's bourgeois,
They're all
and
in
he
on
didn't
it.
like him.
Right.
And he's promoting things that'll attack down on terrorism, so maybe he really is against terrorism.
So we're saying the prince is the bad guy.
Gosh, I don't know anymore. I just don't know.
Well, we haven't. At the other places, if there's bombs there, we have no way to tell them where the bombs are. This one, we know that they might be in the plants.
The plants.
Yep.
Yeah, because the M organization wanted
Yeah.
the plants there for some reason. So.
They're a horticultural society that also likes terrorism. Wow.
This little moron was in full rebellion against his father, and it wasn't too hard to recruit him by making him think he was going to change the world. I have no idea where he may be now. He must have run away with Delores. I think the boy's in love.
Dolores? Ooh.
Tell us about Delores.
Yeah.
Who's this?
The third person?
She did what she had to do. I won't tell you anything more. It's too late for you to prevent things from happening now.
We gotta go talk to Dolores. Where is she?
She's delivering the plants.
Yeah. To where?
Y'all want to ask him anything else? Y'all want to ask him about the weasel?
The visa.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, who's that? I'm supposed to know him?
Can we talk to the acting chief?
Yeah.
He's covered in paperwork. Maybe you found
And
something.
maybe he might know who Delores or the son.
The news that you have found the chief officer dead is spreading. Internal struggles to determine who will begin to take his place have begun. You're not caught up in that drama, I hope.
More at 6.
Ask him if he knows where maybe Delores or the son.
There are all types of punks here in London. Some are friendly, some not so friendly. There's a fashionable squat at the moment close to Whitechapel. Many punk bands go there.
Alright. We have a lead.
All right, let's go there. To the east end and Whitechapel.
You get inside what is probably one of the largest squats in London. Thank you, Vidger, for
Vidger.
10 months in a row.
Thank you for that sub. Yeah, we're just making our way.
We
through
heart
this-
you.
Yes, we heard you.
Ah, proper time. Yeah, that's right. West Coast. It's 6:43 over there. So.
A former hotel where disparate crowds of dropouts coexist. You soon run into Dolores Kelly
Oh.
and Kevin Doyle
Oh.
in a bedroom.
Oh, we found you. We found you in a bedroom.
They're surrounded by plants.
This.
Tell us what we want to know.
Wait. Oh, I thought you scanned the lady.
I scanned the dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say scan the dude. Great. Now Dad's sending his cops. Told him I wouldn't go home. All right.
Tell him
what?
that's dead. That he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess
He's
so.
dead.
Let's break the news to him. Oh, yes. He was an agent of capitalism, but he was still my bleeping father. We never agreed with him, but that doesn't mean I don't love him. I have to let my mother know. She'll just fall apart. Okay, so what do you want now? So they're being about coding Alexa skill as an adventure game. Ooh. Oh yeah, like Oblivion has something like that. Loosely, very loosely.
Where's the bomb?
Mike always told me.
Mike? Who's Mike? Oh, Mike, this guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike Sanders.
Always told me sometimes you have to blow up the system if you want to build a new world. And never told me what he was gonna do with it.
He's
You
not a
sound like
patsy.
Kevin, you sound like Lumpy Space Princess.
I don't know who that
Should
is.
we ask him about her? To see if he knows if she actually.
Her?
With the plants.
Wait.
She got to do with
Oh,
anything.
because the plant lady.
The plant lady.
I mean, but she never got used for that purpose.
But he might know what she was supposed to do, but she didn't do.
Sounds like, did you think you were my old man or something?
Let's ask him about the girl.
Who's your lady friend? The only good thing that came out of the stars is that I got to meet Delores. That chick is wicked. You have no idea. No one else is like her. You asked him about the bomb already?
Yeah, he doesn't know where it is.
Hey.
We should ask him about this thing that has his fingerprints on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Mike asked me to send it, just to freak him out. Mike said he was getting rich on the backs of the poorest blokes, and that it was time to remind him of the proper place. I think it was all just bull and noise. So he was just not even really. He's a loaded bloke, right? Mike asked me to send him a threatening photo. I don't know what's for.
I'm so confused.
And should we ask him if he knows the prince?
Everything seems like it could be bombed at this point.
Of course I know the Prince. I saw his face on plenty of the decorative plates they produced for his engagement. It's in Greenwich on
Or
Saturday.
did him or her?
I don't know that old man.
He said he's gonna blow up the system, so I assume they.
Well, at the same time,
Well, it
they were
says-
the only ones that got a threatening thing.
But he
we
just
talk
said
to
we
them?
thought it was bull that they sent it to
Yeah.
him just to.
Should we
get
talk?
the
Should we talk to the girl?
Yeah.
Sure.
She's probably the more intelligent of the two.
Thought my hideout was better than that, but well, I guess I have nothing better to do than answer your questions
Oh,
now.
what's wrong?
The same. Delores.
Guys, y'all really did like out meeting each other.
What an arse. That one. He came to get me in Ireland for a job. He made it clear that he knew something about me and I'd better follow him without a fight. I know that he got his information.
I'd like to know where he got his information.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, I soon realized that he wasn't just going to ask me to make bombs, but mostly want to make sure I would take the blame. He had clearly planned to leave just enough evidence to trace it back to me and to kill me.
That's right, Delores.
I think Kev is also on his kill list, and he saw a tide turning just like I did. He jumped at the first chance, and this is no sexual metaphor, even though he hadn't been bored since yesterday.
We haven't been bored having sex, is what that means.
Yeah. That thing. Right, Kev?
Right, Delores.
Yeah, I made the bomb, but I didn't really have a choice. Mike made that very clear. I had a debt to repay.
Alright, so these are the 3 people. How's that pizza, Delores?
There are rumors, and I understood that Mike was part of them. In any case, I don't have the feeling that these people share my ideals, and no matter what they're planning, I don't think I'd like it. The pizza is cold.
It's certainly cold by now.
Can we ask him about places? Did we ever?
You can't.
Okay, that's right.
It'll ask if you want to go there.
Okay.
So Delores, what do we need to learn from her? Where's all the ammunition? I guess that's not a thing, or
The ammunition led us to that bullet, right?
No, the doctor led us to the book.
No, I mean we went and asked him, and he's like, that could be ours, but that could be picked up
Right.
anywhere. And then we did figure it out.
Ask about the M organization?
I did.
He did.
Oh, we did. Okay.
I mean, literally, this bomb could be going anywhere now. It seems like everyone's after everyone.
I mean, should we
Everyone
arrest
has a
her?
motive.
Can we arrest her now? Or?
What'd she
For
do?
the bomb.
She made a
She
bomb,
made the
then.
bomb.
I mean, I think it would just, it would automate that if we could.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
click her again, see if it tells us anything.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about yourself.
I'm Delores. I've been part of the IRA from the cradle on. I was born with a bomb in my hands, and I will keep making some as long as the people are under the yoke of yeah, those powers. That word.
What's the
Iniquitous
IRA?
powers.
Yeah, iniquitous. That's
Ireland
a hard
Rebellion, whatever.
Oh,
Irish
It looks
Rebellion.
weird.
Iron, individual
Irish
retirement
Republic.
account?
No.
No, they're
I've
the.
had a retirement
Irish-
account since the cradle.
The clock is ticking, but your
Oh.
acting commanding officers do not give you a choice. You have to go back to Scotland Yard to attend the crisis meetings. Tomorrow, you will have to be at your best to prevent the M organization from implementing their sinister plan. But your investigation time is over for today.
Okay. Why are we still here then? Oh,
I
we're
guess
gonna
we
be
could
really
keep
late, I see.
talking, but I
No,
mean,
I say we go back to Scotland Yard.
That's a bummer. Yeah, we have to go to crisis meetings.
you're
to go
late
to
for the
work.
debriefing meetings, which come one after another. No matter how hard you try to explain their other priorities, nothing seems to work, and you have to stay until it's too late to continue with the investigation. The night passes. Today is Saturday, the fateful day. This case will have to be solved today.
But they don't tell us what time today.
We better hurry and go talk to the prince. He said for us to tell him.
To give him the report, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we talk to the prince?
Don't stand on the pentagram.
There we go. Yeah. Cats. AWS Lambda.
Give your report to me when the time comes, and I promise you that together we'll put an end to this threat to our freedoms.
We've done all this
You've said that
investigation in
before.
2 days.
So now what do we do?
Does he know her? Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to figure out.
The French ambassador. She's a very skilled politician. I don't know how the Duke of Windsor managed to convince her to support him and his projects.
I didn't know.
Oh, where's the bomb going?
I don't know now. I'm like, I don't think it's here, but I do think it's one of the.
I think it's Westminster.
Because of the
we
plants.
did the plants. I mean, she was talking about going to West.
I thought it was Westminster before the plants, if you guys will recall.
So
Yep. Well,
It's the only thing that has a means.
The one
of
place I know it's not
transportation
going to be is the city, because these two are like within the group of three, and then he thinks it was just a bunch of BS to like send that photo and stuff. So I mean, that just seems like a dead end.
Yeah,
the city.
I don't think it's the city.
So
as
it's
well.
either Greenwich or Westminster, and it seems like the
I
prince-
think the prince might be the head of all of it. The evil head of the organization.
It's starting to look that way
Because he's like,
Westminster's-
come report back to me when you figure
yeah,
it
that
out.
seems really weird. I say it's Westminster. I'm siding on.
It's the only one that
side
has
of
a
it, yeah.
transportation means, because otherwise, I mean, the 3 people are accounted for. Who's delivering the bomb? Unless it's already been delivered.
Well, I mean, I guess this guy could still be involved. Or this guy could be involved.
the only thing I'm certain, he's no longer involved, and he's no longer involved.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
What were the books in the magazines?
They led
Economic.
us to the city.
Economic books.
Yeah. They were probably just meant to
I mean,
scare
I
him.
think they were.
So who does he work for is the question.
Who do you work for? Who does number 2 work for?
He must work for the prince.
Could be him, but then why would he tell on him if that was
Exactly.
the case?
To take the heat off of him, maybe?
To take the heat off of. Well, otherwise he would just say, "There's nobody." You know.
We
Or
asked him.
I don't know. What
I thought we asked him about him. He's like, I don't. I mean, do it
Did
again.
you ask him about the bomb?
Yeah, I thought we.
Oh, we're just in the place.
Oh.
But we're in the royal estate thing?
Yeah, where
Do we
the
need to
prince
go-
is at.
Do we need to go to
Greenwich.
Westminster?
What if we were in Westminster and scanned plants?
Yeah, I think we need to go to Westminster.
That could be interesting. Oh, we have people.
Oh.
We got some other stuff going on here. Number 36 is here.
Ah.
Oh.
Parliament is in the middle of a session debating the Duke of Windsor's proposed legislation, supported by Connor McVale. The Prime Minister seems to have given instructions to allow you to investigate. So he supports the legislation.
This is the most people.
And he's the one, the prince called him a weasel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Prince-
plus.
yeah.
Look at the plants.
There's all three of the people he doesn't like. Right?
Come on, plants. Dang.
What about the bombs?
Yeah, what about the bomb, I guess?
Nope.
Subject is not here. As hard as we look for it.
Well, he's never been here before, so maybe
So
we
should
should
we
talk
talk
to
to him
him.
about the prince?
Your requests are coming really inappropriate.
What do you
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
I just looked at the gift. Look at what he got.
He is a prince. I have no opinion about him. All that is required of him is to have a beautiful wedding and children that dazzle the whole world.
Give a
Like
oh,
me.
Razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle him.
The Duke's worldview is a bit too black and white. And I have the feeling that he would like to be in my position. But that won't happen if he continues to haunt the Parliament. And that's much better for him.
Hum, hum, hum.
A bombing attack? I didn't imagine the M organization would stoop to that kind of thing. But we don't actually know what their ultimate purpose might be.
What? That's what he sounds like.
No, weasel!
He's a little weasel.
Dirty little weasel!
I hear she's a very competent woman. As far as I'm concerned, I find her a bit weak.
Ah, yes, this guy.
I have files on everyone, but I don't know them by heart. I'm still trying to remember my multiplication tables.
I don't know, where's the bomb? Westminster or Greenwich?
Well, that should be in the city, and it won't make any sense to us. Or it'll be in Southwark. Why?
Well, no, it's one of these
I
three
know, I
places
know.
for sure.
According to that guy, but maybe
Yeah.
he's in cahoots.
He's in cahoots. They're all
He
in
said
cahoots.
he.
Everyone's in cahoots.
No, I mean he thought he wanted.
Oh, we're talking to him now. My time is precious. Today more than ever. What do you need?
Bombs.
Yes.
Bombs. I have bombs. I mean, I don't have bombs. You think they want to blow me up? Are you sure?
Oh, he said this.
I've said
Yeah.
this before. In former dialogue.
I am completely lost.
I
I don't know what we're supposed to do. How are we supposed to proceed the game?
Um,
We obviously don't have enough information to solve it because the game would otherwise be like,
you got it.
you
yeah.
got it. You now have enough to solve it. But I don't know how to get that.
I mean, maybe it is something with the city, and we're like counting it out, and
Nah.
that's like the place.
Maybe we should
Man,
go to
There's
the
three.
city.
I mean, there's three people that.
Did we search
But we-
Greenwich for the bomb? I mean, I think it is Westminster, but I don't know how
We
to
looked
show
for.
that.
I thought we. Yeah, when we were there, I thought we looked for plants and bombs.
no, we did that at
No.
Westminster.
Yeah.
Let's go to Greenwich. I mean, maybe it is there.
I don't think so.
Maybe they haven't delivered it yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing here. What about plants?
I mean, it,
Y'all really want to look at plants?
Board Game House.
Hello. Hey guys. How's it going? It's a rain.
Hello,
How's it going? How was your streaming? What did you stream?
L375 and
All the
Cameron.
emotes
Hey guys.
coming through.
L375, Cabernet,
Love the
Rocket
reload.
Meeple.
Spikeaton, Eldo Pipilo.
L.
Hey,
Dot.
guys.
Cameron.
Oh, that.
Oh, the theater.
The theater side.
Oh,
Theater side.
nice.
Sunshiny. Oh my
74.
gosh! See, these
Cabernet.
are good fans because we tell our fans to do this, and they do some of this, but not enough.
Yeah, I didn't really put it
Thanks for the follow, Sunshiny74. We heart you. We're just playing some Chronicles of Crime. We're
And we're
absolutely
lost.
stooped.
We are
We're
so
stooped.
lost.
No, that's not. Thank you, Spiketon, for the follow. We heart you.
Yeah, there's a little Book of Mormon there.
Splendor. Yep. Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Vidger. Thanks, Vidger. Thanks, Cavern Ray, for the follow.
For
We
the
heart
follows.
you.
Yeah,
Oh
thanks
my
for the
gosh,
raid,
so
Board
crazy.
Game House.
Thanks, Board Game House. OMG. I love that. That is we love that too. Thank you, I375 for the follow. We heart you.
Forces us to move.
This is the most we've moved. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't keep up. L. Pipilo and Gormir. Thanks for the follows. We heart you.
We heard you.
Oh my god, I'm so ridiculous. The theater's done. Thank you for the follow. We heart you. You're not done yet. Denore, thank you for the follow. We heart you.
I think it's
That is a sweet amount of follower tagging.
Thank you for the follows.
Hello.
Yeah, it's very
Hey,
strange for
guys.
us 'cause we don't get rated a lot.
We
So we're
never
very,
get rated, so
very
thank you
pleased to hear the
guys.
Board Game House's rating. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you so much for
We
your
always
house.
raid, so I'm glad.
We're always here on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 Central, and Sundays at 3. We play big games on Sundays, and on Mondays and Wednesdays we play smaller games. This winter we're playing Space Base. And of course, right now we're finishing this.
Yes, this.
We're having a lot of trouble figuring out the
There's some
end.
conundrums
We know it's the
here.
M organization with the bomb,
Yes.
but we don't know where. If it was in the parlor or the library. Or
The greenhouse.
I think the library.
And we also have a cat.
And we're going on
Yes.
a hunt. Yes, there's a
There's
cat.
a
back
kitty
there.
right
Oprah.
there.
Oprah, say
Yep.
hello.
She doesn't want to.
Oh, Oprah.
Yeah.
There she is. Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
the Tiger Pikachu's back there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here and for all the
Yeah,
follows.
thank you.
We really appreciate
Follows.
that. Dr. K. Collins, thank you for the follow. We heart you.
My fingers are at.
We call that the phalange dance.
Yeah, that's our phalange dance.
Anybody know the answer to this?
Yes.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Can
just
we
kidding.
solve the puzzle?
We were thinking
What
it's
should we
Westminster,
do?
but
Then it might be.
Maybe we should go to the city? I don't know what to do. Should we talk back to the prince? No, we don't want to talk to the prince.
maybe we should ask him and tell him now that we think this is false.
Oh yeah, remember because he said something about like, oh, if it gets to that morning and you think it might be me, come tell me. Or
we know it's
something.
not him.
We don't think
No,
it
but
is
we
him.
know, but we know that he's the one that sent him the thing, so he might be like, oh.
That is more information.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe
Ah.
yeah.
But we don't know what else to do. Why not?
Yeah. Phalange.
Let's go to the city.
Are any
In
of
the
our like
city.
experts over there good? All
Eli
right.
Goldman's company is bustling with activities.
Bustling, bustling. What's that little meatball?
Saying this.
Seriously,
Looking at
detectives,
Doc
London's
Collins.
most prominent
Oh,
finance
yeah.
professionals are lining up to ask me questions, and you think I have time for you?
Phalanges love their dance. That's right.
Should we ask him about the bomb?
We have an emote in there.
There's a bomb.
It's a disaster. Do you really think the bomb is about to blow up? I won't let that happen. Let me take care of this. Eli Goldman does what he said he would do. He evacuates the fair under the protest of the greatest bankers and financial professionals in the world.
I hope that doesn't.
His security team is large and efficient, but it takes a good couple of hours to look for the bomb.
Uh-oh.
To no avail.
Oh, no.
Either the financial fair isn't the target or you are missing something. Eli Goldman is furious with you.
They didn't
Get out, there's a bomb in there.
Oh,
They didn't give us the "Are you sure"
no.
button, huh?
Right?
in there, there's no bomb in there.
All we did was ask him about the bomb, and he went to that. We asked the other people
Wow.
about the bomb, and they didn't do anything.
Right.
So,
Ask him about him.
Hey, you know that little kid that sent you the thing? It was his fault.
Yeah, he did this. Don't be mad at us.
This person doesn't seem
Oh,
to be here.
we've got to talk to Eli again.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's going
No, we don't want to. Whoops.
He's furious.
Oh,
He
he
won't talk to
us.
you. He must clean up the mess he created because of you.
That's a
Oh,
bummer.
no. Now what? Let's go to the prince.
Go talk to the Irish guy.
Oh.
Maybe
He
he'll tell
always
us what
has
to
something
do.
for us.
Oh, but you got yourself in a wee problems, haven't you? You done messed
Yeah.
up. That's what you do.
We did.
Get out, there's a bomb in there.
We probably lost a bunch of points over that.
Oh,
Lost a lot of time, too.
Oh,
It is now or
no.
never. This organization. Oh, sorry, that's you.
It is now or never. The organization must be taken down. I'm Drake O'Brien.
Oh no.
So the M organization's planning a bombing attack. Oh, I've already said this
Yeah,
dialogue.
we already did all of this.
I said this dialogue.
We need to find a better
once
lead
before.
that narrows things down.
maybe does he
Narrow
know?
lead.
Does he know her? He might know her since he's Irish and she's Irish.
Oh, right. Maybe he does.
They could be from the same
She
organization.
seems to be an Irish woman who roams the terrorist circles. She's quite discreet, and we have no interesting information about her.
Maybe we should ask him about the French ambassador.
It seems too late to concern yourself with the ambassador now. It's too late. She didn't even
won.
give us anything.
She was useless.
She was
Yeah.
No, she
She's
told us
a
she wanted
red
plans
herring.
for
The
Parliament.
plants. That's
true,
it.
but they've led to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we know that if they were looking for something for the Parliament, they'd be here.
But how do we say that's the place? That's
Well,
the
we
question.
We
already
need
done messed
to
up the
do
whole city.
something. We don't know what to do.
I don't know. Who else do we question? Like, how else would we proceed? I mean, we can go to Westminster and scan like flammable objects, maybe, or
I mean,
We
we
can
might as well.
just, we can just
Don't
scan the
know.
flammable objects, I think.
well, I mean, we're at MI5. We're not gonna find anything there.
Oh.
All right, let's go to Westminster.
Westminster?
I mean, if we're sure it's at Westminster, let's just stay at Westminster and do everything we can to make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what though.
We looked for the bomb here and we didn't find it.
So what
Focus,
was playing
focus.
over at the board game house, everyone?
Splendor.
Oh,
Ooh,
Splendor.
Oh,
Okay,
I
did
love
see that.
Splendor.
Oh, there's board game house. There you are. Go back on that. Splendor.
The Langes do love to do their dance, and on our channel, yes.
Yes.
I imagine it must be when at some point it's going to stop us and tell us. Didn't it do
It's
that
blowing
last-
up, yeah. It should tell us, like, it's blown up, because you didn't solve it.
Right.
Or will they go? Now you need to solve it like it did last time. It was like you wasted.
Choose a place.
I don't know how to make it do that.
How do we get people to go to Westminster? Like we cleared out the city.
I guess try
What
to.
if we told the Duke the bomb is there?
Yeah.
Get out, doesn't bother.
I think we tried that
I think
already.
we tried it too. I'm just.
We might as well try it
We may
again.
as well hang out here until it goes
Yeah.
off. To say we've done everything we can.
There's a bomb here.
There's a bomb.
Get out!
Get out.
See, no,
thing.
it is not there. He's very mad at us.
The bomb is supposed to be at the city, but we didn't have all of the necessary parts to make it play out. It said in the thing, like, either... Well, let me just go back to the history of what happened in that moment.
All right. Going back in time.
Either the fair isn't the target or you are missing something. I'm beginning to think that that was the target. We're just missing a vital component.
Either or both.
And we are just completely lost. Because probably we didn't scan some little thing we were supposed to have done. You know, maybe we should go back to the Docklands and check this scene again. Maybe someone else should look at the scene. Maybe we missed a clue at the scene.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Okay.
but
I don't know what else to do.
I'll look at the Docklands. Let's go. No.
Oh my.
I'm gonna scan those
that what we
Docklands
wanna
left and
do?
right.
Oh, we should have gone and asked him about that computer file.
Oh, why is his file on there?
Where do we have a file
Fair.
thing, or where
Yeah,
was
computer
that?
Computer devices. Yeah, it's been a rough one.
This shouldn't be in your hands. Oh, this you.
Particular worrying, and if there's a leak, I will take care of it personally.
So that was a dead end.
Great.
Yep.
What's happened?
We need.
Maybe we should ask him why there's a thing about him on there.
Oh, that did lead us there, didn't it?
Well, you know, his time is precious. We, you know,
My time is precious. Scan file.
scan file quickly now.
So you believe I was truly targeted by terrorists? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised they must all shudder at the thought that my proposed legislation could get through.
Oh, this
That was even.
Yeah.
That was great. It seemed like that was it.
It
You
did
know?
seem
We went and asked him to figure it out, to tell us about it, and then so the old track for that was nothing, no payoff.
Oh,
We're missing something.
he's just gonna keep telling us it's in the city. The
Yeah.
dude. Ah,
Well, we're just.
missing.
Should we
Waiting
have
around for a
asked
ticking
him
time
about the
bomb.
computer file? I mean, we're running out of time now, right? So.
I hope so. At this point, I just want it to be over.
What are we missing?
Tell me to get blown up. It's all right.
Oh, explosion.
Oh no!
An explosion rips through London, shaking the whole city. Parliament was just attacked. Exactly what we thought.
Yeah.
Yes, but
And much of the House of Lords has died in the blast.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
what now? Now
What you
what?
gonna do?
Now what?
Can I help you?
You seem
Whoops.
calm.
Yes, could you
Whoops.
please help us? Like,
That's the deep
How
voice
are we
guy.
supposed to invoke the...
No, that's this guy.
Yeah, the news guy.
The news.
It was
Why
a
are we
bomb?
talking to Scott Clover about it?
You can't succeed at everything, but don't let this get you down. Surely there's still time to go after the M organization. The Prince summons you to Greenwich. He would like to get to the bottom of the story.
Oh gosh, him again.
We would like to get to the bottom of the story too.
Yes.
Was there no
That
way to
would be
stop it?
nice.
Huh?
Was there no way to stop it?
You arrive in the
Could be
luxurious
it.
penthouse. The Prince of England would like a full debrief on the situation as soon as you are ready.
All right, we're ready.
Let's do it. You're about to try to solve the case and end the game.
I think
Yes.
there's no way to stop it.
Please.
Okay.
Yes. Who is leading the M organization in England?
Prince? Is that what we're thinking?
It can't be the Prince if we're reporting out to the Prince.
Why not? I mean, who else would do it?
I mean, it's either
Don't
him or
accidentally
him.
scan him. Oh, you gotta touch it. That's right.
No.
It's either him or him. I don't think it's him.
I don't think it's him because he ruined his whole event for it.
Yeah.
So I think it's Prince.
Go with the prince.
He's like, you are.
Who provides the M organization with sensitive information? This guy.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, it was the computer files, right?
But he said there was a leak, but he didn't know. So maybe it's
Oh.
her, because she's been there longest.
Oh. Yeah,
Her story was
we
fishy.
barely
I
talked
said,
to her.
I said
Yeah.
she's a mole from the beginning, so I don't.
And we
Because he
barely
doesn't. He
talked to
don't.
her.
He says he doesn't like him. Although he did say he's.
And he's
he-
new.
No, he said he was hungry for power though. So I don't know.
I think it's him. I think he's like they said he got into his position from blackmail and stuff like that.
All right, that's true. Maybe that is.
All right.
All right, go for the weasel.
Go for it, the weasel.
The weasel.
The weasel did it.
Who made the bomb? We know this one.
Yeah, we know
Dolores.
that one, Delores. Like, oh my gosh, yes.
A metal
I-
bomb.
Who
Made
killed
the
Chief
bomb.
Officer Doyle, number 33? We got that one.
Fixed gear bike guy.
The unicycle.
What is the location of Kevin Doyle's hideout? We found that too.
Yes.
Yep. East End and Whitechapel.
We got the subplot. We just didn't get the main plot. It's a pity, detectives. You arrived too late. Terrorists have won today, instilling fear among Londoners and throughout the United Kingdom. In spite of the losses you caused, the M organization ends up stronger. Their influence is growing in England and around the whole world.
Okay.
You guys were wrong about who led the organization.
Oh
And
no.
I was
You
wrong
were
about
wrong.
who provided the information, but we still got 60 out of 100, which is better than last time.
Better than last time.
L375, have you done this one before?
Better
Wow.
than last time.
Was the bomb disarmed? We didn't even know how to do that.
Like
We knew where it was
how?
blowing up, but
We
we
looked in the
didn't.
plants and everything.
We got 4 stars, despite the fact that we blew up Parliament,
Right.
and we didn't know who led the
Yeah, they
immunization.
got their palaces. They can move in.
So shall we go to the
They got
solution
lots
then?
of ballots. Yeah, let's
Yes.
find out. And let's.
You
all
get inside what is
scoff
probably
at it.
one of the largest squats in London, a former hotel where disparate crowds dropouts coexist. You soon run into Delores Kelly and Kevin Doyle in a bedroom. As the leader of the English branch of the M organization, the Duke of Windsor had but one purpose: take back the throne his father had lost. He was leading it.
Wow. Okay.
His plan was simple: pass a totalitarian law and oust the royal family. If his law had no chance to pass under normal circumstances, he counted on his bomb to dispose of his opponents, and beyond that, to elicit strong emotions that would draw people to support his actions without consideration.
Even though
Once
was there.
he became the symbol of the fight against terrorism, he would have had a free hand to pass any legislation he wanted and become the virtual dictator of England. Cynthia Callum, her.
Her.
Someone said that. That was correct.
I said, remember, this was
Yeah.
my story early on until we got
Helped him choose Dolores Kelly as the bomb maker. She was specially selected to cast a shadow of suspicion on the IRA. Mike Sanders was supposed to leave enough evidence to trace it back to the girl's body. Kevin Doyle was only used to manipulate the chief officer and to facilitate the murder of Roger Guyman, but his involvement ended up complicating matters as the chief officer couldn't silence his remorse and he found his son. Mike had to kill him while Kevin and Delores was escaping in a squat in Whitechapel.
All right. So, I mean, we
She-
weren't too
she-
far off.
Useless.
She
Red herring.
she threw us off.
With
No, it's
like-
the right thing, but it
Yeah,
was
we,
just like,
we had the right location, but I don't know how we were supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
How to
She
get
kept
rid
saying
of
the
it.
plants, the plants. It's in the plants.
And then the plants did nothing.
Yeah, we didn't know how to
wasn't
use
even a
I
that.
was
clue.
confused with him being in the place he would blow up.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I didn't think he would blow up that place. I thought he was going to blow up the Prince.
That's true.
So she did lead us to that's where we thought, but
Oh boy.
in her story at the beginning, I told you I thought she was a mole from the beginning. I was like, she's a mole. Because he's like, she's been here for.
It's kind of like it's a campaign game, I would say. Sunshiny.
Yeah, you don't destroy anything. You can play it again.
Yeah.
So in that way, it's not really a legacy game. We could pass this on to our friends and let them play through it. We would already know the answers, so it wouldn't behoove us to play it again.
Right. No stickers or anything like that.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, it kind of, it's very much like one of those cooperative, unlucky kind of game where you can somebody else can play it after you played it.
Mm-hmm.
I compare it to
So what were we?
Sherlock Holmes, Consulting Detective.
Yes.
And Mythos Tales.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I completely agree with that.
I don't understand.
So yeah, you could take these exact same components
I don't
and
understand.
you could play again a whole nother story. And these people, I'm gonna take a picture of them actually.
Oh, okay.
You could have a whole nother story play out with different people and whatever. So that's not my phone.
It is your phone, technically.
Right.
So, that was Chronicles of Crime. That was the third in the series of the first campaign.
Yep,
whatever it's
exactly. Yeah, the power
Yeah.
behind is what it's called.
Which currently is all we'll be doing on the stream. Because, I mean, it's a game that a lot of people don't want to get spoiled on. So we're just doing that first campaign and that's it. It's pretty much a...
Kind of gives you a little insight into
Right.
the game itself.
And
but
most
there's
people
much
play
more for it.
this one. So it'll be a great way for people to find it later on YouTube and see how they did compared to us.
Better.
Better. They found
I'll
the
tell
bottom
you how they
probably.
did. Better.
The last 2 times we got to a certain point and we just lost.
Yeah.
We don't know how to close it.
We had
Need a lifeline.
a lot of the information, but I guess we should have focused on the secretary more.
Yeah.
But how are we supposed to know to focus on her?
Yeah, no.
Let us know in the comments below if you're on YouTube watching this later.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to be on BGG tomorrow looking it all up.
And we asked her
Yeah,
about the
don't
boss,
tell
and
us.
she's like, he's young, but he seems experienced, and that was about it.
Yeah, she didn't tell us like anything. I love that we found the guy who had done the shooting, and he's like, "Yeah, I killed him. So what?"
Yeah.
It's like, well, okay then.
And it also never told us a clear objective of like that's what it should tell you. Once you have the
Yeah, it's
this,
all right.
this information, what you
No,
should do. So.
We
It's
still got
okay.
60 out of 100. We still got 4
It's not
stars.
bad. We're
Which
all right.
it doesn't feel like we should have gotten 4 stars because we didn't do a very good job. But
Well, I think we did do a good job. We just couldn't tell the game that we did a good job.
yeah,
I mean, we didn't know the Duke was behind it all. That's a big thing.
right. We didn't take down the M organization.
No.
So what do we have coming up?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. On Wednesday, we'll be back at 7 p.m. to play Space Base, which so many people have been asking us to play, so we'll be here playing it.
Space
Space
base.
And then on Sunday, we'll be here playing Steffenfeld's one of his newer games, Merlin. Actually, he has a co-designer on that one too. So come join us for a roll and move.
Yeah, rolling.
Yay, space base.
And then 1 week from today,
Wizards. Yeah, it's up there. Space base. Up top.
Yeah.
There we go. Space
Yep.
base.
1 week from today, we'll be here playing Machikoro Bright Lights Big City. So that'll be interesting to compare to Space Base.
Yeah.
So that'll be the first Monday in a while that we'll be playing something that doesn't have any spoilers. So tune in
Yes.
if you're
Yeah.
interested in seeing Machikoro Bright Lights Big City. And
Wizards.
we're always
Spice.
here on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 Central and Sundays at 3 Central. We love having you guys here with us to chat with
thanks
us.
for raiding over.
Yes,
40
thank you so
Game
much
House.
for the raid, 40 MLs.
All those follows. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much. Slivers.
It's so
We
cute.
do. It's Monday right now.
What?
It doesn't
When
feel
you
like
are-
Monday because it's like hurricane leftovers still
Right.
going on in
Just
town.
another game in Monday.
Well, you had a normal work day though, right?
Oh.
I went to work normally, yeah. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It's-
A wooden heart.
oh,
like
wooden
that.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
Don't
guys,
panic.
I don't know if you know, but we have like a bunch of t-shirts we sell on Redbubble. They are board
And
gaming
none of us-
t-shirts.
Oh, you are wearing one.
Yep. Hey y'all, let's game.
Yeah. Showing off
They're
the
all
stick.
kinds of like really cute, funny. There's like over 100 designs, and that is on sale today.
Oh yeah, 25% off.
There's a code you can use when you go on Redbubble.
It's
It's on our Instagram. We posted it today.
Hold on. All set.
All set.
ALLSET.
When I went to Redbubble, it told me that at the top. I didn't have to
It did.
have it. So
Okay.
I bought a couple of more shirts. Can always use a few more.
Yeah, this one my newest.
Probably would have been a
newest
good day to
ones.
wear them.
What's that?
Probably would have been a good day to wear them on sales days.
Oh, well, I
Yeah, I forgot to. So.
bought some. They're not here
I'm
yet.
wearing a
But
Leonardo shirt.
That's
thanks
right,
again
yeah.
for you guys being here. We always appreciate you being here in the chat. We
Yep.
love to engage with our chat.
Yes, thanks for all the new follows in our Phalange dancing.
Yeah. So we're gonna raid over to We Game Together. We board game together. They're playing Whistle Stop.
Oh, sweet! I want to play that.
Yeah, so I want to see more about that. And I think they just went on recently because they're still in the middle of their game and they have 0 viewers. So great time to go over, right?
Send over that love.
So yeah. Anyways, I guess until next time, the box
It's closed!
See you over there, folks. Thanks for rating. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.